We live, 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 we live. Chat, chat. I am so fucking happy, chat. It's about time for y'all to put respect on SGA's name, bro. It's about time for y'all to put respect on SGA's name, bro. Y'all try to sit there and say this man SGA is nothing but a foul baiter. Y'all try to sit there and say SGA is nothing but a flopper. Y'all tried to put allegations on my man Shea, bro. SGA dropped 49 and 10. The most points he's ever scored in the postseason. SGA was outstanding tonight. Great from start to finish. Being aggressive, attacking the rim, confusing the Minnesota Timberwolves defense because in game 3, they adjusted by sitting there going under the ball screens and going low on SGA's ball screens on the pickup line on the point of attack, and SGA literally confused the Minnesota Timberwolves defense, right? So that is Isaiah Hartenstein setting the screen. SGA thinks that McDaniels is going to go to the left side of with the ball screens being set. SGA confused McDaniels, dry the ball with his right, and that was Minnie's all the single time. SGA playmaking, his passing, his court processing is great. And we've seen a play where SGA is on the top of the nail, getting switched off. Ant-Man sends help. He knows that Casey Wallace is right there on the right wing. SGA dished it out. Outstanding game for SGA and the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're up 3-1. They're one game away for getting to the NBA Finals, and it's led by yours truly, SGA. SGA, bro, the best player in the fucking world, nigga. A nigga that dropped 49 and 10 on good efficiency, on great efficiency as well, right? And what he's doing as a ceiling raiser. How many times has this nigga got to prove to y'all that he is the best player in the world? Y'all try to sit there and say Jokic is better and sit there and say Jokic is better than SGA. SGA knocked his ass out, nigga. Outplayed him in the game 7. So a lot of people, y'all sit there and say it's better than SGA, but when it's time to be better than SGA, SGA comes out on top. Great game by J-Dub. Outstanding game by J-Dub. J-Dub was outstanding, just being aggressive, hunting the shot, hitting big three-pointers. He hit that big three within 1 minute to go in the goddamn quarter as well, right? I love the overall adjustments for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Also, Chat has had a great game today as well, like rim protecting, hitting big threes, being able to take advantage of the first advantage that SGA is be able to set for Chet Holmgren, and Chet Holmgren was outstanding tonight. The adjustments by both teams was pretty outstanding, but there was a counter to the counters, and if you throw a counter, Minnesota Timberwolves is just going to counter, right? And my point is to sit there and say is that we seen in the start of the game, people were sitting there saying, Mookie, why was Ant-Man not being aggressive? Ant-Man was terrible tonight, was not good tonight, was not aggressive tonight, but you got to also talk about the schematics, the adjustments on what Oklahoma City Thunder did. They basically pressured Ant-Man on a point of attack. They did a great job in blitzing ball screens on Anthony Edwards. And even if Anthony Edwards denied the screens, you had the strong side corner pulling away from the three-point line and be able to help Anthony Edwards on gap anticipation. The one thing I didn't like about the Oklahoma City Thunder defense tonight is that they gave up a lot of corner threes. Either it's on a strong side or if it's on a weak side, they gave up a lot of corner threes tonight. Right? But they basically lived with that. They were like, you know what? We're not going to live with Ant-Man just attacking, getting downhill, getting to the rim. We're not going to live with that. We're going to be very aggressive on Anthony Edwards, play heavy gap help, and just leave the shooters wide open as well. And that's what I like for the Oklahoma City Thunder defense. Ant-Man just had no answers tonight with the defense that they were throwing. He got off on a couple clean look threes, but like I said, man, it was just great defense by Chet Holmgren. Chet Holmgren was literally outstanding tonight defensively as a rim protector. Didn't get up for up fakes as well. Minnesota shot the three ball really well tonight. And I think that's the reason why this game was like entertaining. They only lost the game by 2 points. And the reason why they lost the game by 2 points, because they had this like outlier of a playoff shooting game. Like they shot really well from the 3-point line, but I was very concerned about Oklahoma City when they went small, right? And they were basically getting out rebounded, but it just led to every quality shot. That small ball lineup with Chat, Lou Dort, Shea, J Dub, and I think it was Caruso. That was a really, really solid lineup. If you look at the Minnesota Timberwolves, they shot 44% from the three-point line, 51% from the field, bro. 51% from the field. But what makes OKC's defense and the reason what makes their margin of error so like deadly, like so great. Damn. Shit. Mm-mm. So I'm looking at the stat sheet, chat. So it says SGA shot 28% from the three-point line, 43%. It looked like he was very efficient tonight, but I know the stats don't tell you the full story because SGA's true shooting percentage was like right around the average or 2+ points above the average. But that being said, I mean, just looking at, the Oklahoma City Thunder, you hear me? And just looking at their whole team. The reason why these niggas margin of error is that wide is because that they good at forcing turnovers. They good at digging to the gaps. They good at creating deflections. That what makes this Oklahoma City Thunder team historic team. And it's historic led by SGA, nigga. Real talk. It's historic, led by SGA. Outstanding game, outstanding ceiling-raising performance offensively for SGA. And what J-Dub did was outstanding. Guys like Alex Caruso hit really good shots behind him from the three-point line. I think Alex Caruso was 40% from the three-point line, hit 2 threes as well. You didn't really see a lot of zone for Minnesota Timberwolves because they were so good in basically just believing that their gap help. They're believing in their rotations as well because we're talking about a team that's very, very live off of man-to-man principles. They live off the defenders that they have. And Nikhil Alexander Walker shot 62 for the three-point line, made 5 threes, made most of his threes in the third quarter. Bro, Minnesota shot 44% from the three-point line. 44. Both teams was very efficient. But the problem about this, chat, is when you turn over the ball 20 times and that's converting to open buckets every time, you're going to lose that matchup. Anthony Edwards was absolutely ass tonight. 16 points. Shot terrible from the field. You needed much more for him offensively. That being said, I mean, I thought he really did a good job in bending the defense when he did drive. So when he drove the ball, they were leading to open corner threes because of the attention and the gravity Ant-Man brings as a burst from a guy that's driving to the basket. I mean, the corner threes was open so many times because they were believing their gap help principles, and they were doing a great job in screening the initial defender that was in the elbow that was supposed to stunt. So they were putting Naz Reid in the dunker spot. Naz Reid screens and leaves David Teaser open for the strong side corner threes multiple times, right? They were helping one pass away. So you just listen, you got to give credit to what credit's due. The Oklahoma City Thunder just executed, bro. They executed, they made shots, and they also did a great job at forcing turnovers. Real talk. But yeah, man. I just like the lineup that they put with Caruso in the lineup. They benched Isaiah Hartenstein because Isaiah Hartenstein, they were basically playing him in the past. He was not being aggressive as a scorer, so they benched him throughout majority of the second half. He really didn't play, right? And you know what I'm saying? They basically got destroyed throughout majority of the game, last game. You heard me? And then that's what they sat there and said, that they would let anyone not named Ant make decisions against their defense. And the Minnesota Timberwolves just didn't adjust. So that's what I like it. That's what game I like it. But I got to ask Oklahoma City Thunder hater and Mr. Ghost Town, who sat there and hate on the Oklahoma City Thunder, sat there and said that they were frauds, sat there and said they were not good, sat there and said they're not good as a team, they're going to get beat. Nigga, what's up, nigga? What up,
I only
nigga?
watched the last quarter, so I don't really got no real comment other than to say that game ball go to Chet Holmgren because he made them shots. He played the defense when it was time. Chet Holmgren made
Chet
shots.
Holmgren was not better than no SGA. Are you dumb?
Okay, in that fourth quarter, what I watched,
SGA scored more points than Chet Holmgren in the fourth quarter.
Those
what are you talking about?
were huge. Those 3 pointers that he made were huge.
Hey, hold on.
That putback dunk that he got was huge.
SGA had 40 10 and 9 with a positive plus minus.
Okay.
And on top of that, he was self-creating those shots with Chet Holmgren because they were leaving them open for 3 because they're not closing out hard.
Yeah, and he made them. And them threes that he made late in that game was big.
So how is Chet Holmgren is the player of the game? See, you just
that defense he was playing.
You're nothing but an SGA hater. That's all
I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like him because he's a foul baiter.
You're a hater.
I don't think
Luka Doncic is a foul baiter. LeBron James is a foul baiter. All those guys are foul baiters.
Yeah, we got to bring up LeBron. You love LeBron, don't you?
No, because you're picking and choosing.
No, but you keep bringing him up.
But you're picking and choosing.
I'm picking the. I don't like foul baiters, and I don't like.
Okay, and you're LeBron
like
James fan. What are you talking about? You say you don't like foul baiters,
they play the same way. It ain't gonna win no championship.
You don't like foul baiters, but you are a LeBron fan.
Mm-hmm. Well, LeBron's the greatest of all time, so it don't really matter about all that foul bait.
No, he's not. Hold on. So LeBron, hold on. So what you gonna do? Is you gonna like foul baiters or what?
Because we ain't talking about LeBron. We ain't talking about LeBron. We talking about you talking about this foul baiter that you like.
It's like you picking and choosing. This is
all I know. The nigga shot 14 free throws, bro. That's twice as many as anybody else.
Niggas are picking and choosing.
Well, why he shooting twice as many free throws as anybody else?
Because he draws.
Nobody else get fouled like that.
You don't know anything about the basketball schematics.
I know 14 is twice as much as 7. I know that.
When you were a great scorer and you actually watch the game, see, first of all, you discredit your comments by sitting there saying you only watched the third and fourth quarter. So that's number one. Number two, if you actually watch the game, they were actually fouling SGA. What are you talking about?
Every time this nigga go plus 30,
you don't like to talk basketball. All you do is come here, suck up LeBron, and you don't sit there and talk the game about basketball.
Well, I'm gonna talk this. Every time that nigga scored over 30, half of them are free throws. There you go.
No, it's
so
not. Hold on.
Take what you want to take from this.
So let me ask you a question. How come SGA made more field goal? How come SGA made more field goal attempts than free throw attempts? Then, if it was all free throws, then
I didn't say all.
Okay, then. So you just sound dumb. You just
this is what I sound like.
You just talking about your ass.
Twice as many free throws as anybody else.
This is
anybody else in the game. Don't nobody even get close to him.
Somebody just talking out the ass. You don't know what you're talking about. You sit there and use free throw shooting.
I do watch the game, bro. You got the free throw line every time I turn around.
If you're a great scorer and you drive the ball to the basket, you're going to get free throws, nigga. You're going to put pressure.
He ain't that good, though.
You don't know nothing about basketball, bro.
Yeah, I know this nigga ain't worth no 14 free throws a game. Yes, he's unless they selecting him to put him in the finals when that's what they doing.
No, they're not.
All right, let's get somebody else because you ain't gonna change my point of view.
Because you don't know
change my mind. I know
you got on the game
when I see it.
This great game by OKC, great game for SGA in general. Just tremendous game. One of the better he had of his career in the postseason. Also, I know y'all not gonna like this shit, and I'm not comparing to him. I'm not saying he's just as good as him or nowhere good as him, bro. That's what I'm saying. But just to let y'all know something, SGA now has the most 30-point games by MVP regular season plus playoffs since Michael Jordan. SGA, who y'all niggas sit there and say that is not the best player, has the most 30-point games in the playoffs for MVP playoff player since Michael Jordan. Since Michael Jordan, nigga. The GOAT. That's all I got to sit there and say.
Yeah. You got a question?
T, what you got on this shit, man?
Them Minnesota niggas dumb, bro. Chris Finch is also a jackass too. That last out of bounds play is terrible. That I don't know why coaches can see something in a game and not think to adjust. Like the fact that you allow whoever the small guard was, a lot of times it was Caruso, to consistently be on Rudy, and then in that last play you still don't try to you still involve Rudy in the action of setting the screen when it's going to be a switch to switch situation. That shit's really stupid. But outside of that, OKC was a clear better team. Series going pretty much how I expected. They had outside of this game, Ant playing not like a man. The series is going how I thought it would go. Thought it would go. But yeah, 3-1, kind of what I thought the series would be at. I don't have no extra shit to say. I didn't know that y'all think he's the best in the world, but that's what y'all think. He MVP. I don't really give a fuck, but I'm gonna say I don't believe he's the best in the world, but that's just me.
I believe he's the best player in the world.
As somebody that watched the third and fourth quarter, I'm not gonna hold you. The Anthony Edwards that he has to figure out this defensive scheme where even Randall Caruso's guarding him on the block. They can't. They blowing up the first action. They're
He gotta
tagging
make
off
he gotta make those second reads, bro.
exactly where they're playing gap
No,
help.
it's not even about second side reads. It's the initial actions are shit.
Yeah, the
But
initial
that
Niggas are running screen, but niggas are running screens where your big is trying to set a screen and you have small guards or Lou Dort or Caruso. All they're going to do is switch the action, and none of that shit involves slips. None of that shit involves.
they were switching, but also this game they were blitzing a lot. They were blitzing.
Yeah, but I'm at the same time they're not implementing anything different in
So
terms of slip,
if they're blitzing,
in terms of moving personnel of who they run the set with.
so if they're blitzing, then you have to read the strong side corner. If they're blitzing, that's the second action. That's where they're initially helping off of. So you got somebody that's coming over there and helping, playing gap,
or you put somebody who can make a secondary read as a short roller.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Who do you have on that team that can be able to do that at a high level?
The only person and what they did throughout the regular season was Julius in those reads, especially if there's going to be if they're switching one Rudy and on a pin down, guard to guard or good defender to good defender. Your entire purpose, the entire reason they won that last game outside of shooting is they were able to pull the bigs out the paint. Whoever that guy's on, you're going to have to use him as a screener.
Yeah, but those guys don't provide the juice as a roller, a consistent roller as a screener. Because all OKC is going to do is just send you the gap. They're going to show hands. They're going to get deflections as well, right? And then the problem is that they have they whole game plan defensively tonight was we're going to let anybody to make decisions outside of Ant. So anybody but Ant, you're not making decisions, bro.
But my thing is, at that point though, and you're seeing how they're playing them, it's up to a coach to put your players in good positions. There should have been more slips. There should have been other players. You should have tried to make a concerted effort to at least initiate some of these low actions, even if it's backside screens, with some of the bigs to pull them out or catch them out a little bit. That's what got them the game the first time. I'm not disagreeing with y'all, but they were playing mostly the same way on Ant. The third game before that,
they were not playing. They were not playing the same way.
I wouldn't say they blitzed as much.
I think in this game they blitzed more on Ant ball screens and forced them to make the pass.
Yeah, I was saying that, but I also think that the screens were. If you look to me at the tape of Game 3, the screens had
last game they were hedging. They were hedging on the ball screen. They were not doubling. They were like hedging on ball screens, and I just think that their effort. The OKC effort defensively was just all off. Like last game, they didn't show up to play whatsoever. They didn't.
Hey, another thing I was gonna say, hey Mook, before the series started, you remember me saying, bro, that nigga Anthony Edwards struggled against OKC, bro. Like he just struggles against this team, bro. That nigga was barely hitting 30 points in the regular season around his team against his team, bro. Like I'm telling y'all niggas, he just struggled against his team, bro. This is just not the team for him, bro. I already knew they ass was gonna lose. And bitch Julius Randle, I told y'all I don't trust his bitch ass. That nigga is ass. Y'all boy, go ahead.
He ass. I mean, he's been solid in the playoffs. This is a matchup
problem. No, this right here was
like you got bodies that they're throwing at. They're throwing Jada up. They're throwing Dort. They're throwing these other guys on him that's body him, bro. It can match physicality with him really, really well. I don't give credit where credit due, bro. Jada was outstanding, man. Like I don't like when J-Dub is very far when he get bumped on the second level, when he gets to force up some dumbass fall away fadeaway jump shots and shit. But when he's hitting shot, that play that SGA slipped and he hit SGA thread the needle between Rudy legs. That's just a good shot. That's a big shot. That was 3 minutes down. 109 to 113. 3 minutes ago. That was a fucking That was a fucking unbelievable shot. Real talk.
I ain't gonna lie. Anthony Edwards is about to go on that list. He about to go on that list of players.
I need to go on the list because, bro, Anthony Edwards got unbelievable PR, bro. The fact that this motherfucker can play this bad and nobody talk about this. Like, SGA have a great game, outstanding game, and people want to talk about free throws. Free throws, free throws, free throws, free throws, free throws, free throws, free throws. right? But this man, Anthony Edwards,
because that's all we saw.
No, it's not all you saw. Only casuals only saw because you can't break down the game other than free throws
We
because
saw him
you
shoot
are
14
a biased
of them. That's
ass
more
nigga.
than anybody
You
else.
don't like and you don't like SGA. You don't know basketball. All you do is hate on the nigga.
I don't like no foul baiters, bro.
I ain't
Period.
gonna lie, bro. Your ass hating at this point.
I don't like foul
You're
baiters.
a
Period, bro.
LeBron fan. You're a
I ain't
Luka.
gonna lie, you hating at this point, bro.
Yeah,
Come
so
on,
just
you gotta
shut
get
up.
this man his
Nobody
credit.
wanna
bro.
I
He
did.
dropped
I
40
give him credit
tonight,
for being
bro.
a great foul
Wait.
baiter.
You
dropped 40 tonight.
you a
bro.
Luka
What the
fan?
fuck? How can you be
If
mad
you
at that?
if you a Luka fan, you did not can say nothing about foul bait. Like that.
Right.
Bro,
That nigga's a
bro,
nasty foul baiter. He just don't
Right.
get the calls and then yells at refs and get text.
Exactly.
Right.
So when you get them, that means they selecting you. I'm not saying
No.
that Luka don't do that too.
So Ghost Town. Go wait. Let me ask him something. Ghost Town, because you sound like older nigga.
Call that selection.
Did you feel that same way with Kobe in the King series? I'm a Kobe guy, by the way.
Are you serious? Of course I know that man was getting them. It was Kobe.
Okay, so and you felt the same way about like that
Michael
run
Jordan
with Wade as well in 06. Did you feel that same way?
Too. Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so what are you talking about?
I'm talking. So I just told you.
So why you act like
What you realize is it's all
LeBron
it's
too.
all.
He got calls too. LeBron.
Look.
I didn't
So
say
you know what you
nothing.
niggas just told me? You're naming all
Yeah, there is
NBA
a
players getting
difference,
free throws
There
that all
is a
drive.
That's
Hey,
the
There is,
difference.
hold on.
Only
No, there
thing
is
I
a
can say-
difference. Now, some niggas are really physical, and they play that way. Braun is one of them guys. This nigga ain't
SGA is
physical.
physical
This
too as
nigga
well.
is
What are you
getting
talking
fouled.
about?
They're giving him these calls.
You don't like the hooks and shit.
Actually
Okay,
getting
well, then
fouled. What are
explain
you
this
talking
then.
about?
Hold on.
He's actually getting fouled. What are you talking about?
Okay,
This
so
is the thing
explain
about
this.
you
Why they
niggas.
had to
Hold on,
overturn?
hey bro, you're not gonna ruin this fucking stream and just talk about foul bait all the time, bro. You
brought up foul
no,
bait.
no,
Quit saying I did. You brought it
because
up.
all you do is come in here on every
No, all you do is bring it up.
on the stream and just talk about foul bait. That's the annoying shit that you just come on here
Okay,
and just do.
you said all niggas do in here is bring a foul bait. You brought it up.
A jealous ass
no comment on
SGA hater.
foul bait
right?
ass nigga. The nigga,
You a jealous ass SGA
this
hater
nigga jealous.
who
What
don't
the
know
fuck
nothing
got to be
about
jealous of this
basketball.
gay looking ass nigga?
You sat there and said that the Minnesota Timberwolves will get out the first or second round. You've been lying all the single time. You don't talk basketball. All you want to do is sit there and talk about, oh, he's a foul baiter. He's this, he's that. Every all-time great player foul baits. What are you talking about? LeBron foul baits.
That one.
And you sit there and suck up him 24/7. Jordan foul baits. Everybody foul baits. What are you talking about? When you a great scorer, you get to the free throw line consistently. That is a fact. But SGA, out of all the MVP caliber players, is rated 23rd in total free throws. What are you talking about? You sat there and called SGA gay. Meanwhile, he got a
Total free throws.
Like, come on, bro. You sound dumb.
Okay, well,
Why did you use total free throws instead of free throws a game?
I meant free throws a game.
Well, who else shooting 14 free throws a game?
He's ranked 23rd in MVP and free throws a game.
In this series. Let me go back and check. Look here, bro. He the only person I seen had to get a flop overturned on replay.
Nigga, it wasn't. What are you talking about? Nigga, he actually getting fucking fouled. You sound
that nigga
dumb.
fell to the floor.
Shut your dumb ass up. Nigga, he actually getting fucking fouled. You don't know nothing about basketball.
Can I establish something, bro?
He got fouled multiple times. You didn't even fucking watch the game. So why are you commenting on shit that you didn't even fucking watch? You didn't even fucking watch the game.
Well, nigga, I told you I ain't got no comments. You kept
okay then, nigga. So you didn't even watch the game.
Hold on. Did I tell you I said no comments? You kept pressing. Talking about niggas that
you didn't even watch the
foul
game.
baiting all the time.
All
you talking about foul baiting, bro? Look, I don't have no comment on the foul baiting ass nigga. Move on.
He's a scoring title. He just dropped 40 in a game 4. Outplay a nigga that you sat there and said is better.
And I'm still gonna call him a fucking
you wrong.
baiter.
So you've been wrong all the year. You sat there and said the Lakers gonna win a championship. You was wrong. You sat there and said you never seen a duo like LeBron and Luka. You was wrong. You sat there and said they thought it was gonna lose against the fucking Minnesota Timberwolves, and SGA don't want to see his cousin. You was wrong because you dropped 40 on that bum ass nigga. You sat there and said they were gonna lose in the second round to the Nuggets. Wrong. You been flat out wrong. Your takes are ass. Wrong,
like you was against
wrong.
Jalen Hurts, nigga. Just like you was on Jalen Hurts. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Everything you said about Jalen Hurts was wrong. And you supposed to be the quarterback savant, but you was wrong all that time.
We talking about
that's
basketball.
right. Now move on, nigga.
Hold on. Why are you switching the goalposts to football? We're talking about basketball. Now, hold on. Name me a take where I was wrong in basketball. Name me one.
When you said that Kawhi Leonard was better than LeBron. Next.
That's opinion. I said, name me
How
a
you
tape.
wrong?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
Hold
That's a
on.
cook. That's a
Hold
cook.
on.
I ain't gonna lie.
Name me a tape that I sat there and was wrong about basketball in my
I just
analysis.
told you.
No, I didn't. I didn't sit there and say that. So you just lying
Boy,
again.
please.
You're lying. Name me another tape where I,
Yeah, I know.
where
Now
I
you
was
wanna
wrong in
know.
basketball.
Bro, look, y'all listen, enjoy whatever name, SGA, enjoying, bro. But I'm telling you right now, they selected the dude, bro. I done seen this shit
Hold on.
for over 30 years.
Where is your proof that they're selecting him?
Man, look, just move on because I not
No.
ready.
Where is your proof that they were selecting?
Don't worry about it. I
Did
ain't
the
got
NBA? Hold on. Did the
14
NBA?
fouls,
Hold on.
14 free throws.
Did the NBA refs called you and sit there and say, "Oh yeah, we're selecting SJ to go to the finals"? Right? Did they call you that?
I got eyes, bro. I can
Hold on.
see.
So
I know
hold
what
on.
I see.
We supposed to believe your eyes? A nigga that can't even tell me what is a fucking Spain pick and roll. A nigga can't even tell
I
me what a
can't tell you what a
three-point
Spain pick and
defense,
roll is,
right?
nigga.
He can't even
Spain
tell me
pick
what
and
a
roll is
fucking
when they run a pick and
wedge
roll in
screen
Spain,
is.
nigga.
But we're supposed to believe his eyes. But you can't sit there and tell me, did the NBA tell you that they selected SGA to go to the goddamn finals?
Yes. Whenever you put a nigga on the line 14 times, that's a means of selection.
Okay, so why did Jokic have more free throws than SGA did?
I don't see Jokic playing tonight.
No, Jokic had more free
Well,
throws.
then who
than
had
SGA in the
14 tonight, nigga?
No, hold on. If
In a
you
pivotal
sat
game
there,
four.
hold on. You just sat there and said that the NBA, you think that the NBA is selecting a player if they get more free throws than a line to get to the line more than anybody. Jokic had more free throws than SGA. So did they select Jokic? Why is Jokic not in there though?
This is irrelevant to tonight's 14
Oh,
free throws.
okay. So your
I
logic
don't know
don't
what
make
game you
sense.
talking about.
Your,
I got to go back and look at the
way
game.
that you assess things doesn't make sense.
Man, look, you ain't finna fool nobody by trying to act like this nigga ain't getting called.
Why the fuck would an NBA sit there and goddamn help a team that is a small market team in the NBA? The Oklahoma City Thunder are a small market team. So why would they hand select the Oklahoma City Thunder? So you just talking out
Denver
your
ain't
ass.
much bigger.
You're just talking there.
So what? Denver ain't much bigger.
The game of basketball. You just talking there.
Yeah. So what? Denver ain't that much bigger. So between the two, why not?
You just talking straight narratives, bro.
Yeah, no. You just put a narrative out there talking about small market
you
team.
What that's not a narrative. That's a fact. The Oklahoma City Thunder are
what is Denver?
Is
Denver a big market team? Is Denver a big market team?
Did the NBA cheat for the Denver Nuggets to get to the finals?
No. I didn't ask you that. I asked you, are they a big market team?
No.
Okay, so why not pick OKC? OKC or Denver? It don't really matter. Who's a
bigger market team? The Thunder or the Minnesota Timberwolves?
Well, I would pick if I'm the NBA and I'm trying to.
I'm not finna talk this.
I'm not finna talk this. This is obvious.
No, I asked you a question. Who's the bigger market team, the Thunder or the Timberwolves?
The Thunder or the Timberwolves?
Yes.
I would say probably OKC.
No, it's not. It's the Minnesota. This nigga's dumb, bro. This nigga's
stupid, bro.
Wait, hold on.
It's Minnesota, nigga. What are you talking about?
So you think more people watching Timberwolves than they watching the Thunder right now?
Nigga.
Wait, hold on. More people are watching the Timberwolves than the Thunder.
They are a bigger market than the fucking Oklahoma City Thunder. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about. I think OKC got more fan base right now than Timberwolves.
Go down. You can go look on Google. Minnesota is a bigger market team. What are you talking about?
No, that ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like viewing. If I was going to look at the ratings, you telling me that Timberwolves game rate higher than the OKC game?
No, they are a bigger market team.
That ain't what I asked you. I asked you the Timberwolves game rate higher.
For the question, the Minnesota Timberwolves is a bigger fucking market team. You sound fucking dumb. They're a bigger market team. You can go look on this on the internet. Google is for free. They are a bigger market team. You're just talking out your ass. God damn. Shit. Trying to sit there and say OKC is a fucking bigger market than a Minnesota Timberwolves.
Hey, Moot. And another thing, can we establish that it's like a difference from being a foul baiter and a flopper too, bro? Like we can say SGA might be a flopper, but I ain't gonna say he a foul baiter. I don't think he look for fouls, bro. I think foul baiters they look for niggas to foul.
I don't think he's a foul baiter. I think those two correlates, and I don't think SGA is that. I think he's actually getting fouled. Now, there's times where SGA seeks contact. Every player seeks contact. But at the end of the day, it's about why is SGA getting those fouls? He has a really elite level handle, long wingspan. He's very shifty. He controls pace manipulate defense well. So obviously you're gonna get free throws. But to sit there and think that the Minnesota Timberwolves is a bigger market team than OKC is crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, but that shit is crazy, bro.
Hold on. Right, thank you. Minnesota population, 5.79 billion. Oklahoma City 700,000. But it's a bigger market. Ghost Town really sat there and said that's a bigger market. Just stop lying, bro. Tony, see what you got
putting me on mute, Joe. Let me tell you something, nigga. First of all, I just happened to look it up. I'm looking up the shit. I said, look at the TV ratings for Timberwolves.
That's not how you measure bigger market.
No, motherfucker, I'm looking at this. I said, what's the TV ratings for one? What's versus the other? TV ratings for the Wolves is higher than it is for the for the Thunder is higher than the Wolves.
No, it's not.
Said TV rating. Yeah, I just pulled it up.
That doesn't make you a bigger market.
That's what I'm talking about.
That doesn't make you a bigger market. What are you talking about? You don't measure a bigger TV rating. You don't measure a bigger market team for TV ratings. Goes. That's a fucking dumb thing.
That's what I asked.
He didn't know what he was saying, but that's what he meant, bro.
Who got the bigger TV ratings? That's what I asked. I don't care about no market. I said TV ratings.
So who's a bigger market team?
Nigga, I don't care. I asked you had the bigger TV rating.
Who is the bigger market team?
Did you hear my question? I didn't ask you what your question was. I said, well, my question was who had the better TV ratings? And it was OKC Thunder.
The bigger market team is the goddamn
Timberwolves. Yeah.
It literally is. Got the bigger TV ratings.
Of course, the Oklahoma City gonna have a bigger TV rate because they were the number one seed in the West.
So that's what I asked.
They had more national television games than the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Don't sit here and try to tell me what I want to ask. I want to ask TV rating.
Ask me about why the fuck would the NBA collude or help get into the goddamn playoffs or the finals?
Tony, I'm sitting up here talking for damn 2
minutes. I've been listening to y'all.
This nigga had me muted for damn near 2 minutes.
No, you did not say TV ratings at first. You said bigger market team. I can get you on film because I just now listened to it. You said, I asked you what are bigger market teams, and you sat there and said, fucking got the Minnesota. You said,
and then I clarified what I was talking about.
You're a liar.
Nigga, I just said TV ratings by 100 times.
No, you didn't, nigga. You said, fuck, I asked you what the bigger market team. You go rewind this shit.
I meant to say was TV rating. So now you heard it.
God damn.
And it don't really matter. No way ain't gonna change what I think. I still know that them niggas is selecting this nigga to go to the finals.
No, they're not. No, they're not. You don't have no fucking proof, bro.
Okay, you don't have no fucking proof. I told you the proof is them 14 free throws the motherfucker shooting every night.
No, they not. So hold on. So did the NBA select the Minnesota Timberwolves? Bro, matter of fact, I'm not even going to get to this argument. I'm just going to put your dumb ass on me because you don't know nothing about basketball. We actually trying to talk the game, and you just trying to talk about
asking me about the nigga. I'm going to say he'll foul.
Okay, nobody talking to you, nigga. Damn. I don't know shit about fucking basketball, nigga.
Mars, what up? Hey,
I'm not even reading this shit because I don't even want to get back to this shit. But Tony, what you got on the game? But let's talk actual.
Hey man, actual basketball. I'm gonna be real quick. Minnesota, they came out, had a hot shooting night. I don't want to say great shooting. Hot shooting night, definitely from 3. I think Mookie said he shot 44%. That's blazing in today's NBA. Looking at the box score, I get down to the meat and potatoes of it, man. Julius, Ant-Man, 15 points, I think. 15 points I'm looking at here. If I ain't mistaken. Yeah, let me look. 16, I'm sorry. Julius Randle, 5 points on 7 shots. Bro, they ain't gonna beat nobody, bro. I know OKC's defense is, supposed to be historic or whatever, but you got to take more than 7 shots if you Julius Randle. And Ant-Man got to find a way to score more than 15 points, man. Other than that, shout out to J-Dub. Like Mookie say, great game for him on the road. Chet made some timeless shots during runs. And SGA, of course, did what the MVP is supposed to do. 40 burger, 9 rebounds, 10 assists. Hey, man. In the swing game, that's what you're supposed to do, man. And he came out, he set the tone early. you know, Mookie got a little frustrated because he didn't start that fourth, but they end up winning those minutes anyway. So
yeah, that J-Dub chat was just going bucket for bucket.
yeah,
Like hit threes, J-Dub getting to the rim. J-Dub shot 66% from the 3-point
yeah,
line.
he hooped tonight. J-Dub,
Chat,
big,
the big three between J-Dub, Chat, and Shea showed up.
absolutely. And I just want to say
When
one.
Shea was on the bench, to have Chat and J-Dub going bucket for bucket like that, it's crazy. Like,
And I just want to finish off saying this: if the Knicks or Minnesota or even the Pacers
right, Brax.
want to have
He
any,
selected SGA, but took him a while to announce he was the MVP. Stop it, bro.
man, I don't feed into that.
Right.
To have a chance against OKC, you gotta win them non-Shea minutes, man. And if they're playing you, you know what I'm saying? If I'm playing them, I'm charting that. Because if they playing you even or you losing, you're not gonna beat it's gonna be harder, even harder. When he go to the bench, you got to take advantage of that, man. And so far, Minnesota, I think they did last game 3, but not tonight, and of course in game 2 and 1. So, you know, hats off to OKC, 1 game away from going to the NBA Finals. Ken, I know you somewhat nervous because SGA get this championship, boy. Like Mookie love to say, we're gonna have some uncomfortable conversation about the history of the OKC Thunder, bro. I'm comfortable. I'll be comfortable having that.
Now, what you think about Ant-Man, Tony? Do you think we got to have a deeper conversation about Ant-Man?
Yeah, his inconsistency in these playoffs, and I think Ghost brought it up a while back, even during the Lakers series. He was saying that Julius Randle, outside, I think that 1 game Ant-Man closed, Julius Randle was carrying them. Ant-Man was actually like their second or third best player, and going in the second round too. They actually won a game against us where he shot 0-11 from 3, bro, and he hasn't been efficient with his scoring and his scoring output. So yeah, man, Ant-Man, Mookie said you won the top 7-5 player, bro, and he looking like you right, man. And
I mean,
it's tough.
I mean, I could give Ant-Man a little credit. I mean, you know,
But
he is going to get
points.
to. No. I'm not. Let me say that. I can give him a little slack a little bit because he is going against a defense that can really exploit his flaws. But the same thing again is just like if y'all put Ant-Man to a standard, or y'all hold Ant-Man to a standard of sitting there and saying he's a top 5 player. I mean, you got to be better, bro. I mean, the way that the defense is being played, I mean, there's just adjustments that need to be made. You as a basketball player, cutting, you know, getting the ball, attacking before the defense blitz, fight over the shots. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You was very inefficient tonight. I mean, Anthony Edwards tonight was literally 1 for 7 for the 3-point line. You know, he had 5 turnovers tonight, 16 points, only 6 assists. I mean, he doesn't. This is what Ant-Man has to be better, bro. He has to be better. You know what I'm saying? And like,
let me comment on Ant-Man right quick. I really want to hear his excuse this time because last time they got the brakes beat off of him, he said they was tired. He said they played.
He was tired.
You know, those long series and everything. Well, you just won 2 series in 5 games. What's your excuse now? Getting the brakes beat off you, and you just, you're tired now? Man, I just don't like this team, bro. I don't like Timberwolves. I said they was probably gonna go on past everybody else because how convincingly they beat us. But that to me now has to be a fluke. It has to be.
What you mean you don't like the team, nigga? It ain't the team.
Man,
nigga,
this team, look, bro, the way they beat us made you think that these motherfuckers about to go on a serious run.
Nigga, the bench scored 64 points. The bench scored 64 points, nigga.
Dude,
and Edwards ain't do his job, nigga.
Number 2 player
That's
got
what he's
5
saying,
goddamn points in a game.
That's what he's saying.
Was a bum,
no, let me put it like this. He got 2 games where he got 6 points. 5 and 6.
Yeah, y'all saying the same thing. Y'all saying
all I'm saying is you can't tell me that this all between since they played us to now, what done happened?
But goes realistically, he didn't play that well against the Lakers. He really
I'm
didn't.
talking about Julius Randle now.
Oh, you talking about Julius Randle? Oh hell,
I mean, really, between the time they played us and now, what the world has happened?
Yeah, the first 2 series, he was killing Draymond.
Why you don't never gamble on these motherfuckers, bro? You don't never gamble on these.
Like I said, man. I just think that Ant-Man is going against a defense that can match his physicality, that really good at just taking away the pull-up shooting. I think Ant-Man in the postseason has not been good as a pull-up shooter this in the playoffs. A lot of that got to be with just teams are just like not really showing him those open looks. Like teams are now guarding him as a good pull-up. Because I think Ant-Man in the regular season was a really elite level pull-up shooter, bro. And now teams are actually guarding him to take away that. Then on top of that, like you say the playmaking improved, but then I'm seeing at times where if teams do send a blitz late in the shot clock, how sometimes his passes be reactive and not proactive. Like, you know, like I said, man, it just terrible shooting for Ant-Man, just not aggressive. I mean, what he did in game 3 was really solid, just attacking before the defense being set. You know, they down 3-1 going into game 5. You know, I think he's going to empty out the clip in game 5. But that being said, I mean, it just to improve mid-range. He needs to improve on his mid-range, his overall shot selection, and then his added dimensions off the ball. That all has to get better. Because when Ant doesn't have the ball in his hands, there's no cutting that he does. There's no relocating, roam around multiple ball screen. I mean, he does it sometimes, but it's just not elite level where that's been in the defense. So, I mean, you know, just pump the brakes with this nigga Anthony Edwards, bro. Y'all try to sit there and say this man was a legend killer and all this other shit, bro. Just like, come on, bro. Like, I haven't liked the playoff run, but he has give you deep postseason playoff runs as being the guy that's being the lead creator on the roster. But you know what I'm saying? Just is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. You know. Yeah, I think he's gonna lead the I think he's gonna lead the game, empty up the clip. I think he's gonna shot jack like a motherfucker. But then the thing is when he shot jacking, there's just not a flow within the offense. Like Anthony Edwards is he's not a connected passer. Like he's not gonna pass, swing. Like I think his passing was solid today. I think he got a lot of hockey assists, even though it doesn't show up as assists. But there's just things where I'm like, bro, like you have space to pull up. Just go downhill. Where is the midi? Like Anthony Edwards is a high volume ball usage guy. Like he's a guy that has the ball in his hands most of the time. I mean, you got to have the mid range, bro, because teams are going to just hedge you on the screen to take away your pull up threes. So where is your pull up for the midi? I mean, Anthony Edwards tonight. I mean, I want y'all to look at this shit. Anthony Edwards, chat. Let me pull this shit up. In the playoffs, he is shooting 29% on middies. 29% on middies, bro. On pull-up opportunities, chat, he is shooting 31%. He is 19 for 60 on pull-up. There you go. Look at his shot chart right here. Pull-ups, he's 19 for 60. 31% on pull-ups. Let me see on jumpers. On jump shots, he's 40%. So it just like, you know, it is what it is, man. E-Dog, what you got on this, E-Dog?
Well, I mean, I think OKC is definitely going to win now. So, yeah. I don't know when they're going to close out the game, though.
Huh?
Well, I got a question. What if they lose game for what is this, 4? 5?
They're not losing, bro.
What if they lose game 5?
They're not losing, bro.
If they lose game 5, they gotta close out game 6. But it's gonna be very hard because OKC's at the home crowd up 3-1. You know what I'm saying? If OKC, this is the thing about OKC. If they come out flat like they did in game 3, game 3 was like one of the worst things I've seen on tape. If they come out flat like they did in Game 3, they'll get their ass smoked. They'll get smoked. But if they come out aggressive like they did, I like they were doing, getting to the rim, getting to the teeth of the defense. So if y'all look at Minnesota, they were literally adjusting. And there was a counter to that counter. So they were going low on the ball screens against SGA and going under the screens. So what SGA did was like, okay, since you're going to do that, let me call Isaiah Hartenstein the screen for the left side. So him coming off, he going to be on the like near the strong side. He going to set a screen to make it seem like SGA is going to the left side, but then he fake used dribbles, hesitation to be able to go to the right side. So that's just a misdirection of like how he was taking advantage. They sent aggressive gap help, but SGA's playmaking, the shots that they were hitting was good. Just a good adjustment that they made. If they call for a ball screen, you go to the other direction. Instead, you don't have McDaniels who's trailing, taking away the driving lane and not putting Rudy Gobert or compromise Rudy Gobert in that deep drop. You can do it on the other side. So just great game. Just great game for the Oklahoma City Thunder. You know what I'm saying? But Dark Trail, what you got on the Dark Trail?
Yo, man, say, bro, that nigga SGA in my top 5, bro. He went in my top 5 before, but yeah, that nigga in my top 5 now, dog. Say, he gonna get the ring, bro. That nigga the real MVP, dog.
Yeah, hold on. Time out, man. So you had to wait till one game to sit there and say SGA is a top 5 player in the league?
Nah, man, I been had him up there. I just ain't tell you. But yeah, that nigga nice, man. After he took my Nuggets down, man, even though we was hurt, yeah, man, that nigga, he the MVP, dog.
So
Say, bro.
it took you to game 4 to realize that SGA is great.
Well, I always thought he was better than that, man.
Bro, let me ask you something. What's up with your picture, man? Come on, bro. You supposed to be for the boot, man. You fucking out there and wearing that shit up. What the fuck is that, man?
Yoke the GOAT, nigga.
You say Jokic is the greatest player of all time?
Yeah, in my eye. But your nigga SGA, he right behind him, nigga. I'm fucking with him. I'm rocking with SGA after the night.
All time,
yeah, nigga. I'm rocking with him. But look though, bro, we need to cook Anthony Edwards, bro. That's what I came to talk about. That nigga a bum. I can name 20 niggas in the NBA better.
Wait.
Right
You ain't gonna just run by that now. You just said joking SGA
Pascal
1 and 2 of all time.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Tyrese Halliburton better than that.
Hold on, Detroit, what you said? Hold on, Detroit, what you just say?
I said Tyrese Halliburton better than
No. What you
just went a little bit further than that. Did you just say SGA?
Wait, say it again.
Did you just say that Joker and SGA are the best of all time?
No. I said I got Jokic the GOAT, and I like Giannis.
Okay, you do know what the GOAT mean, right?
And then look, I got Giannis behind him, and then I got SGA right there if he win his ring.
Wait a minute. You got the Joker as the greatest player of all time?
Yeah, for right now, this generation, yeah.
For right now, okay.
Hold on.
You mean this year then? You want to say this year. Just say this year then.
Hold on, let me ask you something. Name your top 10 players all time.
All right. What we talking about? Like current players right now?
No, all time.
All right, I got Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Then I got who else I like? I got Kobe. Then I got Steph Curry. Then I got Jokic. Then I got who else I like? I got Giannis. Yeah. Who else I got? Because I don't like a lot of them old school niggas, bro. Yeah, I don't like a lot of them niggas. But yeah,
man, if you just put Giannis as a top 10 player,
no,
all time.
Because Giannis.
How old are you, homie? Hold on. This may qualify to everything. How old are you?
Homie, all the niggas I just named one without a super team. You should know.
Okay, but how old are you? Yet, huh? Let me just make sure I'm qualifying who I'm talking to. How old are you?
I'm 38, nigga.
Bro, you too old to be saying this kind of shit, bro. You telling everybody in the world that Giannis is a top 10 player.
I got him over. He better than LeBron. Him and LeBron James do the same thing, nigga.
All right, you got the attention. You got the attention you was seeking, bro. Don't nobody believe that shit.
And try to dunk on. Come on, man. trucking over niggas, man.
To be honest,
They
I
got
don't.
the same game.
I mean, all greatest player of all
Hey,
time
Moss,
debate
what's up,
are
Moss?
subjective.
What up, Moot? What up, fellas?
What you got on this game, Moss, and what you got on this overall thing, man?
J-Dub impressed me, bro.
Yeah.
J-Dub impressed me. I mean, I'm at the point now where I'm not even surprised by what SGA does. I mean, he's the best player in the league, so my standard for him is kind of high, and so he gets credit, and he's doing an awesome job leading and being the best player. So that's to go without saying. But I was more impressed. I'm impressed with J-Dub and Chet. You know, to play that well in the fourth quarter, and Minnesota's making a run. You know, just big shot too, bro. Clutch shots. Let me say this: SGA and J-Dub had 74 points total, and I think Ant-Man and Randall had 21. That's a 53, 52, somewhere around there. 53, 74. Yes, 53-point differential, and you just can't win that way. But it was still a close game, bro, and it was still within balance. And a few stops here and there. Maybe if J-Dub misses a shot, maybe if Chet misses one of those threes, maybe they come back down and tie it up. I don't know. But Ant-Man can't afford to take 2 field goal attempts in the first half. That's just not winning basketball. I don't understand the mindset. I don't get that. You know, like that's concerning. And remember, he got tired last year versus Dallas, right? He says, I'm chasing Kyrie around. And he came out and said in the post-game press and said, I'm tired. And so you can't be tired, bro. And even if you are tired, keep that shit to yourself. You don't give no team no ammunition like that, bro. Like, you 23 years old. You still in your prime and you're young and you're lively and you're tired. Come on, man. Like, this is just crazy. But listen, bro, SGA is showing you why he is who he is. He just is, bro. I mean,
why do people hate on him, Moss? Like, I don't get it, Moss.
Because either they're jealous or the player that they root for the most ain't him. Can't do what he can do. SGA doesn't make any excuses. He just plays basketball. He's a two-way player. He's a great leader. OKC had numerous of injuries this year. He didn't make any excuses. And so it just is what it is, bro. People, and also too, bro, let's just call a spade a spade. Like, a lot of people who hate on him, they don't know shit about basketball, bro.
Right.
Like their basketball acumen is skewed. They look at basketball a certain way, and it's not accurate. And so, listen, y'all can say what you want to say, bro. The OKC Thunder is one game from the finals. And I heard people talking about they're going to lose in the first round. Oh, if they got to play Minnesota, then they're going to lose in Minnesota. It's like every time SGA is answering the question or answering the bell, there's always another
bringing my name up. I ain't bring your name up. Don't bring mine
I didn't
up.
say your name, Ghost.
Nobody say your name, Ghost. What are you talking about?
I just said Ghost.
I
don't know
mean,
who
what?
said it.
I mean, what? We gonna wait until they win the championship to say they the best team? I mean, they're showing you right now. I mean, this is crazy. So great win. I thought, honestly, bro. I mean, this was a big win. This was a big win because going back home up 3-1 compared to tied 2-2 is a big difference. And the execution, bro. Listen, the execution by OKC in the fourth quarter, it wasn't just SGA. It wasn't just J-Dub. It was Chet, bro. They had a total team effort. And here's my last point, bro. Ant-Man's getting locked up, right? Caruso, Dort, OKC scheme. Julius Randle can't get his shit off. Everywhere he goes, they're stifling. They're picking at him. They're they're digging. They're getting their hands on balls. They're contesting shots. So not only is OKC a dominant offensive team, they're very, very well educated and very well connected and balanced on defense. Like, they contest well, they help them recover well, they have great rim protection, they have great on-ball defense. It's like, listen, bro, like, I've never seen a team as of late that just checks every box. Like, I'm not even sure if OKC even has a weakness, bro. Like, can somebody tell me? Like, what's their weakness? Where can you attack OKC at on defense? Where can you take something away from them offensively and make them go to their plan C, D, or E and struggle? I ain't seen it yet, Mookie. And they're one game away from the NBA Finals, bro. I mean,
I would say this for criticism for OKC. They did have a lot of troubles guarding the ball. Like, I think they gave up too many driver lanes as well. But they did a great job in, like, containing Ant. Like, if Ant was on the ball, like, they were really good at, like, forcing him to read second side actions, and then like being able to help one pass away and be able to, like, if he does reject the screen, if he drives the ball, stunt and recover, which forced him to a lot of turnovers. Anthony Edwards did not see any clean looks tonight.
Let me make this last point, Mookie. SGA, I think he's either 1 assist or 1 rebound from having a 40-point triple-double in a postseason game. And for anybody to come on there and say that he wasn't the best player or the most impactful player and mention other players' names, I mean, it really does a disservice. And we wonder why the basketball community is lacking IQ, bro. Right? Because they come on these platforms, because your platform is very big, Mookie. People come on to get educated and just listen to old school basketball analysis, right? And when you see SGA go for 40, 10, and 9, and then you want to highlight Chet Holmgren or somebody else and say he's the most impactful because he hit a couple threes. I mean, that really does a disservice to the basketball community, bro.
To their basketball knowledge.
Man, shut your fat ass up. He did hit some timely threes.
And so if the shoe fits where, you feel me?
He don't hit them threes. Every time he hit a three, they got what
Boss,
they
why
want.
is he attacking you, boss? You didn't even say his
I
name.
don't know, bro.
This fat bestiality ass dog kissing fat.
There's the old saying, Mookie, if the shoe fits, then wear it. So, I mean, he felt that was out of him,
bro,
man.
we know who the fuck he was talking about.
You feel me? I mean, hey, Mookie. Hey, Mookie.
Smelling ass boy.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine any other player going for 40, 10, and 9, and then we say
the fact
another
is, when
player
he hit
was
them
more
two
impactful?
threes, them threes was huge in this
come
game
on,
at
bro.
the fourth quarter when
You
they
feel
was
me?
making those runs, giving
Right,
them
boss.
1 and 2
Boss, he
points.
not even let you talk. Like you didn't even say his name, boss.
Who sniffs a dog ass?
Mookie. There were games where Luka went for like 39, 9, and 8, and he says that Dorian Finney-Smith hit like 4 or 5 threes. He never said Finney-Smith was the most impactful player.
Right. He said Luka was. And Miles, I remember that because y'all was talking about, boss. You was arguing about like who was the most impactful player in that Oklahoma City and Dallas Mavericks series. And you was trying to sit there and say that PJ Washington was hitting all them threes and stuff like that.
Exactly.
He was getting against you. Said no, it was
Luka was, bro. Yeah, he said Luka was. So it's just hypocritical. Your words will always come back to bite you. And so again, bro,
the highest order. Are you talking about the highest order?
Yeah, proofs in the pudding.
Is that what you're trying to tell us about what the highest order?
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
So Miles, like, when people were like doubting the Oklahoma City Thunder, what would you remember during like the season when people were saying? Because we've been on playback the whole season. You know what I'm saying?
They weren't even talking basketball, bro. They were calling dudes gay. They were calling Chet Holmgren a white supremacist for no reason. They're soft. They're not physical. I mean, all kind of shit, bro. And they're one game from the finals.
Like you be accusing people of using PEDs
and they're one game from
all this
going
other
to the
stuff.
finals, man.
That's basketball, though, right? That's basketball. Yeah, I know. You a hypocrite.
I don't know, Mook. I mean, they're proving everybody wrong. I mean, and guess what? I mean, the best way to do it is go out and do it, and they're doing it. So, it is what it is, bro. You know?
I'm gonna give them some credit though. They defense, the way they play defense, them two on-ball defenders, them two dogs they got out there. That versatile Caruso, how they can move him around and use him, and the way they load up in the lane and at the nail. I mean, they play real good defense.
Mookie Jones. This is the same dude who said the OKC is not physical, but he just called 2 of their guys dogs on defense, bro. If you're a dog on defense, then you're physical.
I didn't say SGA. I didn't say SGA. I'm talking about Dort Caruso.
I didn't mention
SGA. I wasn't talking about him.
Hey Mookie, I didn't miss SGA, bro.
I wasn't talking about
Caruso
no damn
and Dort.
SGA. I'm talking about the other 2 niggas that be playing for
bro.
Remedy.
Ghost Town said this team was soft, they're pussies, and they're not physical.
I said SGA.
He just called 2 of their best defensive players dogs. And if you're a dog on defense, bro, you're not soft. That means you're physical. You play defense. This is crazy.
Can you hear? Didn't nobody bring up no SGA name at all.
Man, can you talk basketball, bro? Can you break down the game today? Hey, Mookie, how do you come on a platform, bro, and you only watch the 4th quarter, but then you have an opinion on the game, bro? Make it make sense, bro. Because last time I checked, he said, I watched the 4th quarter. So how do you know the 14 free throws that SGA
got no comment on the whole game, but I will comment on what I saw in the 4th quarter. You didn't hear that part? No, you probably didn't. You sitting on that dog. That's probably why
Mookie.
Yeah, Maz, you told the story, Maz. You told it.
I know I did, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool.
Maz, you remember what teams did they say that the OKC would lose to in the
The
in playoff
Lakers,
series?
Minnesota, Denver,
Okay.
pretty much,
Yeah.
bro. Actually, the first round. Remember he
Wait a
said
minute,
he's
I
gonna
know
be out
you
of the
niggas,
first
you
round.
niggas ain't talking. Then y'all picked the Clippers to beat the Nuggets.
Yeah, in the first round, man.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute, then you niggas picked the Clippers to beat the
They
Nuggets.
won. They won game from the
But
finals,
both
man.
of you was wrong.
They won game
Dead wrong.
from the finals.
This is
Yeah, I
sad.
know.
Yeah,
It is sad. It is
Yeah,
sad.
man.
You got this nigga doing bestiality on your damn network.
Yeah, man. But
So yeah, boss, what's the conversation about Anthony Edwards? Because I feel like people are not really holding him to those standards. Like they try to sit there and say that like he's on the level. Like when he have these unstoppable playoff games, they want to say, "Oh, he's better than SGA." Like I can't believe that I heard on Twitter or like. First of all, I don't know why I mentioned Twitter. That's a platform that clearly don't know shit about basketball. But
right,
just they sit there and let Ant-Man have these one outlier of the games and then sit there and think that he's like on a
right.
level of like a top 5 or top 10,
Well,
top
one
5
word
top
comes to
player.
mind.
Like
Well,
I'm thinking,
one word comes to mind, and I see in the chat it's inconsistent. People are prisoners of the moment. He'll drop a 39, 10 and 10 game, and all of a sudden he's a top 2-3 player, and he's unstoppable.
right,
He can play downhill, but he's inconsistent, bro. And for him to take 2
very
shots in the first half is just like there's no place in that, right? Like you're down 2-1 with game 4 in your building. You're coming off of a great game in game 3. Like, why would you not want to be aggressive? Listen, because it's not even about making or missing shots, but just your aggression opens up your offense. So when you're
right,
taking 2 shots, bro, or if you're not going to shoot the basketball, at least try to play downhill and play make, do something, because there's
right,
ways to impact basketball other than putting the ball in the basket. That's why it's called basketball, defense and offense. And
right.
so inconsistent, bro. He doesn't belong in the conversations. He's not better than SGA. He's just not consistent, bro. He's not consistent. So, and then too, to come out and say he's tired or he looks tired. Tim Legler on ESPN came out and says, yeah, he looked tired, blah, blah, blah. He's 23, 24 years old. Like, what is he tired from? He's not taking shots. He's not exerting energy on the offensive end. So what is he tired from? He ain't playing no damn defense. He ain't stopping nobody. J-Dub had 34 and SGA had 40. So who is he guarding? I mean,
You know what, Miles? I think that people and I fall in that range too. Like I think people try to get in the conversation of like Ant-Man being like this ultimate like playoff riser because what he did last year when he beat KD and the Suns and then he beat the Minnesota, then he beat the Denver Nuggets and
right.
you know what I'm saying, and then he basically got beaten. He got gentlemen swept in 5 games in the Western Conference Finals. And people try to sit there and say that that's that same Ant-Man, even though he improved as a pull-up shooter in the playoff and in the regular season
Right.
this year, it's like we haven't seen it in the postseason. And it's like people are not holding Ant-Man and crucifying Ant-Man to the degree that they do SGA when they have off games, or to the degree of like they do like other players when they have off games. And I
I
just
agree
don't
with
get
that.
it. And then they want
Well,
to sit there and say he's 23.
uh-huh.
Let's be honest, Shaq. When Luka Doncic was 23 years old, I heard Luka get more slender than Anthony Edwards. You know what I'm
Yeah, he
saying?
did. Yeah, he did.
Right. So
And
it's just like, what are we doing here, bro?
well, there was a playoff riser and then there's a playoff dropper. And so I don't care if your pull-up game was on money during the season. Who cares?
Right.
Like the ultimate measuring stick is June basketball in the postseason when it
Right.
matters the most. And so if you're dropping in the postseason, then what are we talking about here? I mean, SGA is rising in the postseason, right? I mean, I think out of 5 games or 4 games, he scored over 32 points in every game. He's only had one clunker. I think that was game 3. Other than that, he's been amazing in this series. And so, yeah, Ant-Man is dropping in the postseason. Yeah, they got to the conference finals last year, but let's be honest here, though. They're down by 20 in game 7, and that was kind of more about what Denver didn't do compared to what they did. They just missed
Right.
shots, Denver. And then they got gentlemen swept versus the Dallas Mavericks, and he was nowhere to be found, and he said he was tired chasing Kyrie around. And so
Right.
if you really break down the T-Wolves, bro, like he's been okay, but he's not there yet, bro. His game, listen, let's just call a spade, bro. Like his game needs work. He's good. He's gonna have some great games, but I don't think his game is fully developed, bro. Pascal Siakam is dropping 39 balls, bro. He's being and check this out, bro. Pascal Siakam can impact the game a lot more than Ant-Man without even scoring 25 points. He's gonna rebound. He's gonna defend. He's gonna play make, right? That's why I'm big on it's a make or miss league. If your shot's not falling, what can you do else to impact winning? And so Ant-Man got to find his way, bro. And for him to shoot 2 shots and just settle and let the defense off the hook, bro. Yeah, these conversations need to be had, and we need to cook them, bro. We need to cook them. It's unacceptable at this level. It just is. You mean tell me J-Dub's dropping 34, SGA's dropping 40, and you take less than 14 or 15 shots, 13 shots? What are we doing? I mean, come on. This is crazy.
You're absolutely right. You're right. And that's why I said there.
That's a fact.
That's why I said there and said, man, just like when can we gotta judge players accordingly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What'd you say, Edon?
I didn't say anything.
Oh.
Yeah.
He said would you say Devin Booker better than Ant?
I mean,
Bro,
he could be.
Bro, nigga Ant-Man pieces, bro.
Nah, I'm not taking Booker over Ant-Man, bro. I don't like
Bro,
Devin
nigga,
Booker, bro.
If
Booker's
the
even worse
T-Wolves
than
had
Ant-Man.
Booker tonight, they win, nigga.
I'm good, bro.
Easy.
Devin Booker is the biggest front runner in the league, bro. One of them.
He a better
I'm not
shooter,
taking him
though.
to my team, bro.
He's a better shooter, though.
Well, basketball's not based on shooting, nigga. You
Man,
just said
listen,
you said
my nigga.
Joker is the top 5 player of all time.
Man,
Nigga,
listen,
dumb.
he's a better shooter,
basketball's not
nigga.
all based
Come
on
on,
shooting,
man. What
nigga.
are you talking about?
Hey,
Nigga,
let me ask you a question, bro. When Devin Booker ain't making shots,
he shot 1 for 7.
when
nigga.
Devin Booker is not hitting shots, bro, for the Phoenix Suns, what else is he doing to impact winning? Answer that question.
When has Devin Booker ever had a bench like the T-Wolves?
Let me ask you again, bro.
64 points tonight, nigga.
When Devin Booker is not hitting
scored
shots,
64
what is he
points.
doing to help the Phoenix Suns win when he's not making shots?
Hold up, nigga. Don't we think the same thing about Ant-Man? We both think he dog shit, right? So what y'all
Bro,
for,
I just asked you a question, bro. Can you answer my question? Why are you ducking me for?
Yeah, I wasn't listening, but go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
When Devin Booker is not making shots, what else is he doing at an elite level to help his team win basketball games?
Playmaking.
Because at an elite level?
Yep.
Okay, so what if I told you that he gives you about 6 assists a game, but he also gives you like 3 or 4 turnovers a game? So doesn't that cancel it out for you? 6 assists, 4 turnovers. That's not good, bro. That's not good turnover ratio.
Ant-Man got better role players, nigga. The fuck are you talking about?
What are you arguing right now, bro? I thought we were talking about Devin Booker right now.
Nigga, Booker better than Ant-Man, nigga.
I don't think he's better. I don't think he is. Listen, I think they're both bad on certain things, but nah, bro. Like,
let me ask you this:
Booker is the biggest front runner in the league, bro.
Didn't Devin Booker smell the finals? He smelled the finals though. And he never smelled the finals, nigga.
Hey,
put some respect on him. Put some respect on him, nigga.
Listen. He didn't even make the. Devin Booker didn't even, if I'm not mistaken, didn't even make the postseason until Chris Paul got there, bro.
He didn't have a team, nigga.
He did have a team. It's funny when Chris Paul came, they made the postseason.
That's
bro.
a lie because nigga, you remember when Devin Booker scored like 75 points, nigga? You remember that game, nigga?
They lost the game, nigga. Who cares? Empty stats. They lost the game versus Boston.
Well, but that shows you he ain't have a team, nigga. He's scoring 75. God damn.
We talk, bro. They lost the game. I mean, you praising losing now?
If a nigga scored 75, bro, it ain't his fault.
Hey. So when Chris Paul got the hold on, bro.
Fault, nigga. We are not blaming you, nigga.
So Dartrell. So when Chris Paul got the OKC Thunder, that young team to the postseason, wasn't that team on the same level as Booker's Phoenix Suns? Would you say? And he got them to the postseason.
You talking about when he had Paul George?
Nigga, do you know basketball? Was Paul George? No, nigga. It was fucking 2020, motherfucker. Well, are you okay? This is crazy.
Oh, we talking 2020. Come on, my nigga. You got to bring up the year now, my nigga. When we talking basketball,
bro.
Nigga.
If I say Chris, hold on, bro. If I say Chris Paul got to the postseason with OKC, me being a basketball fan, I know the year it is, bro. 2020. Remember they lost to the Rockets in the first round in 7 games. Remember that young team? So wouldn't you say that young OKC team with Chris Paul, an old dude who got into the postseason, like why couldn't Booker get his team to the postseason if he's on that level that you say he is?
Who Chris Paul center was?
Man, never mind, bro. You tripping, bro. This is crazy.
Right yeah, nigga.
Wow.
Back to what I was saying, nigga. Ant-Man,
wow, you can't even.
A piece of dirt.
I mean, you can't even answer the question, bro.
NBA
This is
better
crazy.
than Ant-Man right now. That's facts.
I'm not trying to get into no Booker and Ant-Man debate. I think they both front runners. I think they both need work on their game. But Ant-Man's in the postseason, so let's talk about him because I just saw Devin Booker come off a year with 2 other elite players and actually miss the postseason. So why would you talk about him for?
One nigga got a bench, the other nigga don't.
This is crazy. So 3 elite players need a bench now to win?
Nigga, Phoenix never had a bench. Fuck are you talking about? You know basketball, right?
So three
Fuck are you
elite
talking
Oh,
players.
about? Nigga,
So three
kick
elite
his
players
ass,
Timberwolves
need a
scored
Mars.
bench now to
64
win.
points tonight, nigga. What the fuck are you? Nigga, they scored 64, nigga.
So three elite players now need a bench to win, bro. A fucking all-time bench.
Nigga, basketball is a team
Who's the
sport,
Pistons
nigga.
bench, bro? They make the playoffs. Who's their bench?
Yeah, hold on, nigga. I think Cade
Who's their bench,
Cunningham
bro?
better than that
Who's their
nigga too.
bench?
Cade Cunningham better than
The
Ant-Man too,
Golden
nigga.
State
Yeah, let me say
Warriors
that. I
made
just
the
wanted to say that.
postseason, bro, with
I
fucking
just
no
wanted to
bench,
say
bro.
that.
Who's their bench? Who's their bench on the Warriors? They made the postseason with no bench. What are you talking about, bro?
Listen, bro.
This is crazy.
I think
Wow.
Jimmy Butler better than that nigga, bro.
We can't.
Yeah, come on, yeah.
This is
Yeah,
crazy.
nigga. Keep naming teams, nigga. We can go team, nigga.
Yeah, man.
Name niggas who better than that nigga.
That man got to be more aggressive, bro. I mean, that man
Right.
can't be looking like this. Like he just got to like 2 attempts, bro, in a postseason game. That tells me that either he is tired or the defense that OKC's playing is just he
I
can't
think it's more
figure it
the
out.
defense that OKC play.
I agree, Mookie. I agree.
Yeah, they were blitzing his ball screens and
Yep, I
didn't
agree.
make him get any clean looks, forcing him to play, make it pass. The problem with it is that it just he don't have the impact and be able to do that, bro. Just don't have no impact, bro.
Yeah.
So would you consider Anthony Edwards a superstar?
Hell no.
Damn, is
Who
that E
Mike?
Dog?
Mars, who Mike was that?
I think that was E Dog.
Yeah, it's mine.
Bro, can you stop? Get off that shit, bro.
Because those are questions that you would ask, like low IQ questions. Yeah.
Yes, get off that shit, bro. Get your ass out, bro. I told you when you come on this shit, take your pills, bro. God damn. Now what do you say?
Oh, he asks, "Is Ant-Man a superstar?" I'm gonna say no. I mean, I think he's not there yet. No.
You don't think he's a superstar?
No. Nope.
I think he's fringe. I don't think he's fully established himself yet as a superstar.
Okay.
I mean, he can make deep postseason runs as being a league creator. You know,
Mhm.
if you want to say he is, I can see the argument. If you
I
want to
can't.
say he's not, I can see the argument. If you want to go off for like popularity and you know what I'm saying, go off here and like you
Mhm.
know just what the value he brings, shit like that, man. It is what
Yo,
it is.
Moogie.
Yo, well, man.
You know the problem I have, bro? The NBA try to hand this nigga the keys though. They disrespected all our favorite players and try to hand this nigga the keys
They
like he
try to hand
earned
who
this
the
shit,
keys,
nigga.
bro?
Man, nigga talking about he Michael Jordan, he the next.
Can you
Like
give me an
nigga,
example of them
what
trying to hand him
rings,
the
Yeah,
nigga?
keys?
yeah,
You ain't
yeah.
win
Can you
them,
give us an example when it happened?
Can you give me an example of the NBA trying to hand the keys to Ant-Man, bro? What the fuck are you
Right.
talking about,
nigga.
bro?
You ain't watching the commercials, nigga. You ain't looking on
What
Twitter,
commercial are you
nigga.
talking
They
about, bro?
calling
I'm
this nigga
asking you.
Michael Jordan, nigga.
Right.
What commercial was that?
Oh man, they trying to hand this nigga the keys like he
No,
Michael
no. I
Jordan,
just
nigga.
asked you a question, bro. What commercial are you talking about? Him, Michael Jordan. What are you talking about?
Right.
Man, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I know
Yeah,
I
yeah,
saw a
exactly,
commercial when
bro.
that
This
nigga.
is, I mean, come
I know what I see.
on. Come on, bro.
This nigga, bro.
They not trying to give him the keys, bro. I mean, they talking good about him, but they're not trying to give him the keys. I mean, are you okay, bro?
What?
Dark Trail, you cool?
Hey, Ghost, do you
Listen,
think
bro,
Ant-Man is a
I'm good,
superstar?
bro.
All right.
Hey, Ghost, do you think Ant-Man is a superstar? Lee, go sound. Oh, I guess he's. I think he went to take a shit. But yeah, Miles. I mean, I don't think. I mean, I think what makes Ant not a superstar. I'm gonna tell you that. What makes him not a superstar?
Very low IQ, not understanding the game, time, manner, and score, his
Mm,
aggression, his inconsistency.
mm,
He's just not, bro. He don't got superstar intangibles. Like the word superstar, bro, gets thrown around too loosely. And I'll be honest, bro. Like there might be maybe 2 or 3 legitimate superstars in our league today, bro. And even then, I would struggle to say who they are. Like a superstar, I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know. You feel me? Like I'm at the point now where I can't even call Joker a superstar, bro. He don't play no defense, and I can't give you that title if you're just a one-dimensional player, bro. And your defense is
mm.
so bad that it impacts losing on your team. So I don't know, bro. I mean, at this point, bro, to say a superstar, there might be. Listen, bro. I think about Kobe's, Michael's, LeBron in his prime, Kevin Durant in his like we don't got none of those type of guys, bro. And so Curry. So I'm gonna say something that's gonna be controversial, bro. I don't think there's no legitimate superstars in the league right now. Zero. I can't think of
Whoa.
one. And
What are a superstar to you?
a guy who's box office, a guy who has a fourth
Oh,
quarter mentality.
is it LeBron box office?
Well, I mean that's one intangible. Like the checkbox list is way further than that down. You gotta be box office. You gotta be somewhat of a two-way player or compete on both ends of the court. You ain't gotta be great at it, but just compete. You got to be able to close out the fourth quarters, and you got to be consistent. And your impact has to lead to winning with deep postseason runs consistently, right? 1 and 2 years is not the measuring stick, bro. It's not. And so I don't know who those guys are right now, bro. The only guy
But Miles, even like the measurement that you named, even the like all-time great players was not give you deep postseason runs consistently.
No, bro. In their primes, they were though. In
Who?
their primes, they were right. I mean, like the Kobe's, the MJ's, the Tim Duncans, they were, bro. They were.
So where was Kobe's deep postseason run
If
from
you want
like
to mention 1 and
05
2,
to like?
listen. If you want to mention a couple of years that they didn't do it, okay, that's fine.
But that's not consistently though.
Okay, yeah, but they have stretches where they were doing it consistently though. That's my point here, right? That's my point. The only player in today's league that is approaching superstar level who's been doing it consistently, and he has to do it again next year, is going to be SGA, bro. Because listen, OKC will win the chip this year, in my opinion.
So is Kawhi a superstar?
No, he's not.
Why not?
Because he's not making no deep postseason runs. I just watched him in Game 7 superstars don't stand in the corner, bro, and let James Harden control the offense. They don't do that. And so no, he's not, bro. But I think right now the closest thing to it is SGA.
So there's no superstars in the league.
In my eyes, there's none, bro. None. Because we've lowered the standard, bro. We've lowered the bar. How we view these players. We just throw that word around.
I think this superstar shit is just subjective thinking. Like
it could be.
This is what you think what a superstar should be, bro.
It could be. I mean,
I think there's multiple superstars in the league.
Oh, okay.
I think superstars is players that is very, very difficult to game plan against. Players that perform at high levels both for the regular season and in the postseason.
Mm-hmm.
Players that are games that are transcendent beyond basketball. That means outside of basketball, and I think that then result to like guys like SGA, Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic, Jason Tatum, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
So you mentioned two guys who play no defense. How can you be a superstar and your defense is so bad it impacts losing, or it affects your team greatly and has a high impact negativity on your team?
Because what I'm saying is that the reason why Luka and Jokic is superstars is because they're so difficult to game plan offensively to the point where that then transcend of what they can be able to be capable of both in the regular season and in the postseason as well.
So watch this. So I watched Jaylen Brown on Boston play Luka 1-on-1 and literally shut him down. Superstars don't get shut down by Jaylen Brown, bro.
So was Kobe? So hold on. So was Kobe a superstar?
Who shut down Kobe Bryant 1-on-1, bro?
Tayshaun Prince in 04?
No. Hold on, bro. If Kobe's missing shots, then it's a make or miss.
Why that can't be said about Luka Doncic?
I'm about to tell you because we've seen Jaylen Brown pick his pocket consistently. He couldn't get it.
We've seen Tayshaun Prince force Kobe to some couple of air balls as well, man.
We've never. You just moved the goalpost, bro. That's not what I'm talking about, man.
No, but I'm saying you say that you said superstar. You saying superstars never got locked up, and Kobe got locked up by Tayshaun Prince.
Now Lord Rand is saying that Luka was hurt versus Boston last year. So here we go again, bro. Every time somebody loses in today's league, they're hurt. We can't just say they lost, bro, and they didn't play well. All right, Wow.
But Mars, the logic doesn't make
Crazy.
sense. Like we have seen other superstar
That's
players
just crazy.
get clamped up before, Mars.
All
Do you
right,
think
man.
LeBron was ever a superstar, Mars?
Yeah, I do. I can't lie.
Okay, and he got clamped up by David Barea and Jason Terry. You still
I
call him a
know, but he
superstar?
was a superstar prior. Listen, I'm not using 2011. I'm using the years prior to that because he wasn't getting
No,
clamped.
but he was still a superstar after that when he got clamped up by Kawhi. He was still a superstar at that
I'm not
when
using.
Iggy clamped his ass up as well. So
I'm not
like he
using those
still was a
years.
superstar. So that's
I'm
not a
not
good
using those
logic
years.
to say
I'm
it,
not
Mars.
using those. I'm not using those years.
So when did LeBron stop becoming a superstar?
After 2011,
What
2011 no longer.
the
2011.
fuck?
Yeah, but this nigga know
Can I
basketball
tell you
though.
why, Mookie?
But this,
What
but
are
this
you
nigga know
talking about?
basketball. Sit up all this time talking, but he know basketball.
Hey,
Oh
Mookie, can I
my
explain it,
god!
Mookie? Can I explain it, Mookie?
Come on,
No,
Mars.
you cannot explain that. That makes no
MVP,
logical
Let me explain it,
MVP.
Mookie.
He ain't no superstar, but he
That
getting
don't make
MVP.
sense,
Hey,
bro.
Mookie. Hey, Mookie.
Come on,
If
Mars.
you're
Man,
playing
this
with
nigga
two
don't know
other
no damn
top 5 elite
basketball.
players, bro, how good are you? How can I gauge you, bro? Mookie,
Oh my.
Mars, LeBron was a superstar after 2011.
I just
Mars.
asked
Come
you a
on.
question, Mookie. If you're playing with two other elite players, bro, how can I gauge you how good you are? If you're playing with two
So
other
what
great
was
players,
what two other elite player he played with in
Chris
2018?
Bosh, and fucking Dwayne.
2018.
He lost in 2018. Mookie, we talking.
But he
He
was
lost.
still but he still was great though.
He was great. How was he great? He got swept. What do you mean he was great? He got swept.
He was
What you
putting
talking
up
about?
all-time
So hold
numbers,
on. So getting beat takes away for your greatness, right?
Mookie, did we forget in 2018 that the league
So
cheated?
Mars, was Kobe great in 06?
No, the empty stats and then
What about
He's
07?
lying.
Hold on.
Mars, come
Hold on.
on.
What about 07, Mars? Was Kobe great in
No,
07?
Kobe. Listen, bro.
What
Kobe was
about
not.
in 08, Mars? Was Kobe great in 08?
Yes, he was great.
But he got
He was swept.
he got beat in
He
5
didn't get
games against the
swept.
Celtics.
Let me explain myself, bro. You ask me questions and you
Yeah,
never answer the questions, bro. Don't forget, bro. In 2018, the Pacers really won that series because they missed a go-to and you call in the first round. So let's get that out the way, okay? They lost that series, bro. The refs cheated. That's number one. Okay. Number two is this, bro.
Are
Right?
you whining about the refs?
Hey, Mookie. How? But again, though, bro, how can you say he's great on the Heat when he's with two other great players? Like, how good are you? How do you gauge how good somebody is if next to them you got Wade and Bosh, bro? Explain that, please.
Because I just think that you just gauged their individual impact to what they bring to that set team.
Okay.
I don't think it's just
all right.
they
Well,
had play with other great players. So if that's the case, how can you judge Magic? Because Magic throughout majority of his career played with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Because there were times where we saw Magic play without him, and was still
Hey,
we seen LeBron.
Hold on. And we didn't see that for LeBron.
How can about to go away, man?
But we didn't see that for LeBron. We didn't see LeBron at times play without other great players.
And what did he win, bro? Well, I mean, what year?
And what did Magic win, Maz?
He won a championship, Mookie.
He didn't win a championship without Kareem.
I seen Magic play without Kareem and win a championship, and you did.
No, he didn't win. Kareem was still on the team throughout the totality of the regular season, the playoffs.
Kareem played some of the games.
He played one game, Maz.
In the game, Magic.
He played one game, Maz. That's being nasty, Maz. He played one game.
So what year?
Magic didn't win. Magic didn't win shit without Kareem.
Hey, what year? What year did LeBron win by himself or whatever, brother? That you're trying to make this argument for? This is crazy.
I never say he won by himself. I think I think the argument that you're trying to use by LeBron that could be applicable to
I'm not
other
trying
great
to
players.
argue him. My point is this, bro. Like in today's league, I don't think there's any superstars, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, bro. I don't think there are none.
Yeah, but I think your criteria of just like you had a rebuttal sitting there saying how Luka and Jokic superstars when they play no defense. The same way that you think Magic Johnson was a superstar, he was not a freaking great defender.
But he wasn't this bad defensively, bro. That's the thing, Mookie. See,
yes, Magic was not a great defender.
Listen, he got to be great.
Do you think Dirk was a great defender, Maz?
He wasn't this bad. Dirk was.
Yes, he was. What the fuck?
Dirk was this bad defensively.
Maz, come on, man.
No, he was not, bro. No,
yes, he was, dude.
He wasn't this bad, bro.
Yes, he was.
You saw teams attack Dirk Nowitzki?
Yes.
Hey, Mook, let me tell you something. I think the reason why people make comments like Bron and other people make is because of people like Maz, bro. They stuck in the 90s. They stuck in the 80s. They expect everybody to play like those guys play in a new era, in a new basketball era. and people just sick of it, bro. Don't nobody want to hear them old school niggas.
Hey,
names
Mookie, so you don't want your big man to protect the rim, Mookie? Is that what you're saying? Like the 90s? You want your center to be walking the ball up court, being the point guard and the best scorer and playing no defense?
The game
That's what you want
changed,
your big man to do?
Mons.
That's elevation.
Evolution of the
That's
game.
evolution,
Yes,
bro. That's
the
evolution of the
game
game.
changed,
See, this is the thing,
Mons.
Mons. This is the thing, Mons.
So we want our centers not to play no defense then. I got you.
That's
Mons,
different.
the game has changed.
Yeah,
The game has
changed,
basically
Mons.
changed.
Listen.
So you think Hakeem and all these other guys can do what Jokic can do and bring the ball up the court and they can run like slot actions as the primary ball handler?
Why
bro?
would you
No,
want
it
Hakeem
couldn't do that.
Olajuwon to do that for? That's just pure stupidity, bro. That's
But
dumb.
that's the evolution of the game, Mons. The evolution of the game. We having bigs that can be
Okay.
able to handle the rock like guards.
Can I ask you a question, bro?
We have bigs that can move like wings.
Can I ask you a question, bro?
Come on, Mons. Understand the evolution of the game. You love this game. This is the reason why you get out your work and you get home and turn on that fucking TV because you love the evolution of the game. You love this shit. Because if you didn't love this shit, you wouldn't be watching this shit, Mons.
But Mons, you praise Steph Curry. Wait, hold on, Mons.
You
praise Steph. Wait, hold on, Mons. You just talk about Magic, right? But you praise Steph Curry from shooting those logo threes. You don't cook him from doing that.
Man, Steph Curry don't shoot logo threes like that, nigga. He may shoot a couple every now and then.
Nigga, Mons tripping.
Yes,
He don't shoot no fucking logo threes all the time.
And he didn't play no defense. And he wasn't playing no defense. They were covering his ass up.
So you don't think Denver lost that series because of Jokic? Because a reason why, not the full reason, but does that play a part of why they lost the series?
No, they lost that because you said it's a make or miss league, which I agree. They lost that game because at the end, when it was a time to make some shots,
not letting me ask.
I agree.
Guys couldn't make shots. Jamal Murray, wasn't it Gordon and Porter could not make shots.
So no rim resistance, no shot blocking had no impact on them losing.
Bro, it's a make or miss lead. They the main.
Yeah, I think Jokic's defense was part of the reason why they lost.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, cool. Thank you.
I also think that's probably hurts how I measure a guy like Jokic because how bad he is as a rim protector. But I also give credit to his game, and I think his game is unique because a guy as a big who you can run slot actions for. A guy that can literally, you can run inverted pick and rolls. How he is as good as a playmaker to pass.
Why did Caruso? So if that's the case, then like Ghost Town said 2 weeks ago or last week, then why was Alex Caruso able to front him and be physical with him and shut that down?
Because that was the game plan to be able to do against.
Hey, do you think Michael Porter Jr. is more than a catch and shoot guy, Mookie? Because in high school, bro, he was the #1 player in the country.
He was hurt though, Moss.
Ken, listen to my question, dumb motherfucker. You sound dumb, okay? Stop butting in, bro. Because Michael Porter Jr. Ghost Town is so much more than just a spot-up shooter. Now, is it fair for me to say that Joker has taken away from his game and made him a stationary shooter? Is that fair to say?
Yeah, you could say they
Okay, cool. All right, cool. I agree with that too.
But hold on, Moss. Can I ask you a question, Moss? What
else?
Go
ahead, bro.
What else do you want to see from Michael Porter Jr., nigga?
What do you mean, bro? Like, before he came to the Denver Nuggets, bro, he could do everything. Dribble, pass, shoot. He was the #1 player in the fucking nation, Ken.
Do you know that? Do you know that he fucked up his back?
What anything, bro? His back ain't hurt no more.
Right.
No, but I'm saying, hold on. Y'all niggas not hearing me. When you face a serious injury like that can change your whole game, bro.
No, bro. When your big man is a center who thinks he's Magic Johnson, that will change your game, bro. And
nigga, he's the best player, nigga. What are you talking about? He's the best player.
I'm gonna give you the fact that his shoulder was hurting, bro, but he lost that game for them. He lost.
No, I'm not disagreeing with that, Ghost. Yeah, him and Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, but Maz, they're not running just. Michael Porter Jr. is not a spot up shooter. Like they're not. He's just not catching and shooting. Like they sometimes run pin downs.
Yeah, keyword is sometimes, bro. Yeah, you're right.
Well, they do run. I'm not gonna. Let me stop it because he's trying to
he's
twist my words. But they run. They run actions where he cut off a pin down, flare actions. But who the fuck Mike is that?
Was it Echo?
No, fix your mic, nigga.
Yeah,
you moving around and shit, bro.
Yeah,
that's not me.
That is you, nigga.
God damn, bro. You got fucking wood sheets and shit, and fucking like wool and shit.
Yeah,
No, you're
but
right,
like I
Mookie.
said, the Denver Nuggets run a read-based motion
Mhm.
offense, right?
Okay.
Which flow for Jokic is on the guy that initiate those actions with
Okay.
Murray and all the other stuff. So he's just not a spot up guy. Like
No,
sitting there
no. I
saying
mean,
that
I
he's
didn't
just
mean
a
to say
spot
like
up guy
that,
is
but
crazy.
I mean, him coming down pins and flares are few and far between. Like he's assigned to like a spot on the court because Joker needs spacing. But do you know that if you
But they're
use
using on his, but they're maximizing his ability.
no,
His
they're not
ability.
maximizing him. No, they're not maximizing
Yes,
him.
they are.
No, they're how? He's more than what, bro. He's more than what he's showing us. His game is much more than what we
That's
see.
not true, Maj.
I feel like they could use him more in the post move.
That's
Come on,
not.
bro.
No,
It
no.
is true.
The reason why they're maximizing his ability because he's an elite off the ball scorer. He's tall. He got high release. Right. He's one of the purest
No,
shooters in the
bro. He's an
league.
elite scorer, just in general.
He's not a polished ball handler or passer, Maz. He's not, and he struggles to be
You
able
ain't
to create
got to be when
advantages
you're
against defense.
6'9", 6'10" with that.
But
type
that's
of
not good.
range.
He doesn't have a strong handle,
But
Maz. He gets fucked every time.
Mookie, he was the best player in the country, bro. With all these things that you say is right.
What?
That his game did not translate to the
what do you mean,
NBA,
what,
Maz.
bro?
What
Why
that
you
have to
not
do? What
understanding
that?
that, bro?
What the fuck that has to do with?
Like
Because
in the NBA,
Maz
Maz?
not understanding.
His game was more versatile before he got to Denver. Bro.
He
When got
had
to
3
Denver,
back surgeries, nigga. Like, are you slow?
Ken, something gonna be wrong with you, bro.
Something's
I
wrong
swear,
with
bro.
you, nigga. The
This is
nigga had 3
crazy.
back surgery, and you
Nigga,
want him to be the
I'm
same
saying
nigga
exact
walking
player in high
around with a
school.
fucking Halloween picture and shit, and Halloween was fucking like
Shut
8
your
months
ass
ago.
up.
And
It
shit.
ain't no
You're like, what
Halloween
you
picture,
doing,
nigga.
bro?
That's a Nike
Change
Tech
your
outfit, son.
profile
You
pic,
can't
bro.
afford, nigga. Shut
This
your
shit
ass
crazy.
up, nigga.
But Maz, what I'm saying is this: is that like
Yeah.
when I'm looking at a guy like Michael Porter Jr., like his advantages is basically as a
Maybe it's
spot up
just a team,
shooter,
bro.
the one dribble pull up off of DHOs, relocations off of movement 3-pointers.
He's more than that, bro. He's
Like
more than that.
that's what he does. And a Locust, if you look at in a Jokic led offense, Michael Porter Jr. does not have to force tough,
Look.
self-created
Dark
shots, bro.
Trail.
Like that's not what he do.
Dark Trail
Like
just says Moss trying to act like Joker got help. Now when a guy loses, he's either hurt or he ain't got no help. That's the new.
I'm not saying Jokic doesn't have
No,
help.
not you, bro. In the chat, not you. But MPJ is more than a DHO shoot or come like.
No, that's not true.
Did y'all not watch his game, bro? This is crazy.
He's not good
Maybe it's
isolation
Denver.
wise, Moss. He's one of the worst isolation players. He's not good isolation wise.
Isolate, Mookie. That could be why.
You don't want to isolate because his values
He
are
was
off
that
ball.
in college before he came to the.
His values are off
is.
ball, Moss. His values are off ball player, Moss.
No. His value is that on Denver, and maybe I'm wrong because maybe it's just the personnel, and in this system he's asked to do that. Maybe on a different team he can be more versatile, but on this team, that's what he's asked to do. But he's much more than what we see, bro. He is. He's been digressed to a few things, and that's a problem for me, bro.
Wait, so Moss, do you think MPJ could be a better player on a different team than Aaron Gordon?
I think he's a better scorer than Aaron Gordon. Yeah, I do. I mean, they both rebound.
I don't agree, but that's your opinion.
They both rebound. I mean, but defensively, Aaron's better. But just like an ISO scorer, yeah, I think he's better on a different team. He'll do more.
I think Aaron.
Just like Aaron Gordon did more on Orlando. Like y'all know, Aaron was averaging damn near 19, 20, or 18 in Orlando, right? Before he got to Denver.
Yeah, he was nice.
Joker is, bro. Right or wrong, and y'all can view it however y'all want to. Like as great as Joker is, and he makes guys better. I don't agree with that, bro. Like some of these guys' game has gotten worse.
But Moss. All right, since you want to do that, right? We can do that for a lot of superstars in the league. Because
SGA,
first of all,
bro,
hold on. SGA,
there's now a lot of superstars
SGA,
in the league.
Hold on, Moss.
I'm not sure what the hell you talking about.
Listen, let me make an example. SGA is like the leading scorer for his team, averaging 30, right? I feel like if you put J-Dub on another team and he's a leading scorer, he can average like 20 to 25 points. But that's how it is.
Hold on, bro.
Listen, no, wait, Moss,
because you're missing my argument, bro. It's not about the points. It's about the game. It's about the versatility. SGA doesn't take away from J-Dub's versatility on the court, bro. J-Dub is able to get in his bag and do what he wants to do. He's not saying he's not dialed down to like a few plays, like some pin downs or some flares or a corner three. Like J-Dub gets the ball and isolates and actually plays one-on-one. What are you talking about, bro?
Wait, but
Like,
Hold on,
sound
Moss.
dumb.
You know,
J-Dub
wait,
is
hold on,
more of a
Moss. You know
creative
why
mind.
I don't
This shit
understand?
crazy, bro. I don't know
Wait,
if I
wait,
go
but
with Cam,
Moss,
bro, but
You know
nigga,
why?
like,
Hold on, Moss,
this shit crazy, bro.
Wait, Moss, listen though.
Ain't no way
You
you
know why?
fucking
Wait, Moss. You
past
know
high
why I
school
don't
niggas. Go
understand your logic, right? It's because Jokic's game is predicated on feeding his teammates. Like when they're playing well, that's when Denver's at their best. That's why I'm confused about your logic saying like they hold Michael Porter Jr.
No.
to a
If you think
box.
Joker getting 13 to 14 assists off those same actions that they get, bro, when the league catches up and makes the adjustment, I'm saying this. I'm saying that guys, listen, isn't it funny how Jamal Murray in the finals had 4 straight games with 10 plus assists? When you let guys do what they're supposed to do, like, I don't know, let a point guard be a point guard and play make, then that's what you get. I'm saying let MPJ like handle the rock. Let him initiate a little bit. Like let him
Handle the
go one
rock.
on one. That's all I'm saying.
Hell
That's
no.
a crime, bro.
I don't trust MPJ as a fucking ball handler creator for
Well,
my
you don't know
team,
because
bro.
you haven't seen it, bro. You don't know.
I
You
seen
haven't seen it.
hold on. I seen a nigga. That nigga is not a
And
great.
guess what? He ain't got to be no elite ball handler to fucking get his. He's 6'9", 6'10".
So
One dribble, heads you pull up, all kind of
if he
stuff.
can't create separation when someone anticipate what angle he's going to go, what is his counter?
So let me see here. Separation. He's 6'10", so separation for him is really not needed because he's able to just rise and shoot.
Okay, but how is
And
he going to
so,
cleanly? How is he going to cleanly get his looks off
bro,
or
did y'all
cleanly
not see
find
the
a
scouting report for
separation
MPJ?
if
This is crazy.
somebody attacks his handle and be able to crowd his airspace?
He can
That's a
score
great
in multiple
comparison.
ways,
Stay
bro.
ready.
He can score in a variety of ways.
What are those variety of ways?
He can face you up. He can do the one dribble heads you pull up. He can
No,
back
he
you
cannot.
down.
What the
You
fuck?
think this nigga
Bro,
KD,
just
Maz?
because
Yo, Maz, you think
hold
this
on,
nigga
Ken.
KD, bro?
No. He's not KD. But Mookie, just because we haven't seen it doesn't mean he can't. Bro,
If I haven't seen it, I'm
doing
not
all
gonna
these
put.
things.
If I haven't seen it, I'm not gonna sit there and put
It's
anything that
because
he
they're
can
not
do
letting
to
him. They're not
isolate
letting him
and
do it.
create because he's not good at it. Like
Hey, hold on. Hey, Dartrell. Jamal Murray didn't get 10 plus assists in the finals when Joker scored 60,
Yo, look
bro.
what Stay ready.
Joker never
Stay
dropped
ready
60
said.
in no finals game, bro. You're
what you
lying.
say, Ken?
Seats.
This shit
He
crazy.
still don't know the game. Oh my god.
What you saying, nigga? Bro, can you stop fucking laughing like a bitch, bro? What are you laughing about, bro?
Nah, cause Stay ready said all of courtside seats. The nigga still don't know the game. Damn, Moss. Why you could do like
I mean,
that?
y'all can say what y'all want to say, bro.
Damn.
All I know is this: when OKC with Alex Caruso shut down Joker, bro, what was the adjustment? Like they didn't go to any other action. They're trying to run the same bullshit action. They got that shit locked up in Game 7, bro. And so it's all good. I mean, proofs in the pudding. I mean, y'all can say what y'all want to say, but I seen it, right? I mean, you gotta try
Wait,
something different. That shit don't work.
I'm not gonna lie, bro, because I'm not giving Joker the excuse, but part of when a superstar getting locked up, part of it you gotta give credit to the defense. Part of it is if the superstar player is making a correct
Mas,
play.
sorry said, Mas, if we never see it, what makes you think we could believe in it?
No, I've seen it. Well, I've seen him do it in college. He can do it. And that was his scouting report coming out. Like him coming out, like he was being compared to Kevin Durant. Not saying he's Kevin Durant, but 6'10", small forward, ultimate offensive package. And when he got to Denver, they made him literally like a spot up shooter coming down flares and pins and DHOs. That's it. But everything I say he can do, he was doing it and doing it like he was arguably like the best player in the country.
That was
We know
before the
this.
surgeries, Moss.
That isn't okay. Surgery or no surgery it doesn't take away from your skill set. I mean, that's fucking crazy.
A back? Hold on. Was Tracy McGrady the same after his back surgeries?
So why is KPJ still jumping, shooting jump shots with a back surgery? I mean, Ken, he's been healed to play, bro. Like he's been like cleared to play basketball for the past, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years. What are you talking about?
But you're not gonna be the exact same player, bro. What you're describing is his game being the exact same.
But you thought Katie was the same player after he tore his Achilles,
He's
right?
not the same player. He's not the same
Man,
player.
come on, bro.
Hold on. Hold on. Moss. Why do you think Katie settled for so much middies now? Because he's not that explosive. He's not
Kevin
that
Durant
athletic no
fell
more.
for
He
middies,
can't.
nigga, before the Achilles injury, bro.
That's
What are you
not
talking
true,
about?
nigga.
Yes, he
hold on.
did, Ken.
No, he did not. No,
Yes, he did,
you
bro.
ain't watch Katie for real.
Yes,
And
he
Golden
did.
State, nigga, he was punching that shit on niggas, man.
punching
KD
it.
was good, rising up and dunking on you, nigga. You don't do that shit
No,
no
nigga
more.
lying stuff, bro.
Nigga,
I'll be
if
right back.
nigga, if
I'll
nigga,
be
nigga,
right
I
back.
watch KD now, nigga. If KD try to dunk on somebody, he gonna miss that shit because he don't have that same explosiveness in his legs, bro. KD used to be explosive as fuck before the Achilles injury, bro. That shit took a lot of his athleticism. And what you think? And that's the Achilles. What you think a back would do? That's your spine and the ability. Like you have to use your spine to jump and shit. I'm not no doctor, but I'm just saying.
I mean, a back injury isn't as bad as an Achilles.
No, it's up there though. What you mean? It's not as bad, but it's up there though. It's
Yeah.
right behind Achilles.
I mean, what about an ACL injury?
No, that's bad too though. That's bad too. Like every
Yeah.
injury is bad. You don't want no type of major injuries on your body, low ligaments.
Yeah.
But remember, MPJ had 3 back surgeries. And this nigga Moss want him to come post up and be a ball handler, creator for Denver. And they want him to like be this fucking, I don't know, like this 3-level scorer for Denver and shit. Like that nigga could barely dribble the ball, bro. That nigga got a weak handle. Come on, man. You gotta be honest, Moss.
Right. Ken, do you think that you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, gang.
Miles moved the goalpost to trick Ken to a KD argument. Facts, Tyree. That's what he does, bro. This shit is sad, bro. Shit's sad, bro.
Once I hear him compare MPJ to KD, I'm like, yeah, I know where this going.
You said what?
I said once I heard him compare MPJ to KD, I knew where it was going. That's
What you
nasty
mean?
work by Moss. He was trying to say that MPJ could have been what KD is right now. Could never do that, man. Disrespectful.
So, Ken, what you got on the game tonight?
I ain't fall for a Tyree. On the game tonight?
Yes.
Oh, Shea proving why he the MVP. That's all I really gotta say on that. And you know, Shea showed up today, and his teammates showed up today, and they had a good game. And Ant-Man not looking good. It's not looking good for Ant, bro. Ant has not been consistent in his playoffs at all. He actually dropped if you compared him to last playoffs. I don't know what it is. You know, I was talking to my barber, and he said, you know what it is? Ant probably dealing with some baby mama drama off the court that could be fucking him up on the court.
Ghost, would you agree with that? That's why Ant dropping?
Yo, it gotta be that, bro.
No, he's just out of shape, bro. He looked tired. He looked slow. He looked like his limit is about 3 series. Once he get to that past that second series, his ass is done.
But Ghost, he has to be dealing with some baby mom. I think he just filed a restraining order on one of his baby mamas and stuff like that.
That nigga look slow. He don't look as quick as he was when he was playing against them other 2 series and he was getting in the lanes and stuff like that. He looks slow for whatever reason. Yeah, I just think his limit might, bro. He just need to get in better shape or something. Because when you get every time you get to the 3rd series of the Western Conference, you out of gas every time. No, man, you need to get out and work hard. And then hold on, there was a report from Golden State where they said they wasn't impressed with his workout, and he said he went harder, and maybe he need to do that, go harder. Because bro, right now I'm not impressed. Not impressed at all. But I ain't gonna put it all on him too. I'm gonna spread it around a little bit. Your second best player got to play better than that too. I mean, if J-Dub wasn't playing as well, we'd be on. You would, because I don't really care about him. But you'd be on J-Dub if he wasn't playing as good as he's playing. So Randall got to step it up too. So both of them are choking. Randall and Ant-Man are choking to me.
I mean, Randall come back to life. You know that nigga Randall wasn't no playoff roster like that.
Man, that nigga got 5 points and 6 points. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, we know that's Randall.
No. That's unacceptable for any starter.
But Randall was not a playoff roster.
5 points in a 6-point game in a what they call it conference finals ain't gonna cut it.
But the way Minnesota was using Randall was like they was
Man,
featuring
wait a
him.
minute. There is no there. Let's just nod our heads together. There ain't no way in the world a team gonna win when the second best player has 2
No, but
games where he scored 6 points in 5.
let me
That's
say
all.
this.
Ain't nothing else to be said about that, bro.
No, I know, but I just want to say this: the way Minnesota was using Randall, like they was running the offense through him at times, which I don't agree with because I don't think Randall could like lead your offense as like the best player or like the star player on your team because he gets tunnel vision, bro.
And I'm gonna head on over to the coach with the Wolves because, bro, you gonna have to get that Rudy Gobert up out of there. Go small, bro. Go small. Go with that Shannon and Nas Reed. Put those 2 guys in there. Go small, get quicker. Yeah, you're gonna lose some rebounding. That's true. But your offense is gonna be a lot more fluid.
Yeah.
I just don't like seeing Rudy Gobert out there. He don't give you anything.
Rudy Gobert had a solid game today.
He doesn't think good enough on defense for me. I don't like him. I don't like.
Nah,
I don't like nothing about
this
him.
game now Rudy goes.
I don't care about this one game. I'm talking about playing style. How I'm gonna change up.
But you would love him on
adjust.
the Lakers, though. I bet you that.
No, hell no, bro. I don't want no damn Rudy. Oh, now,
Yeah, okay.
I'd take him over Alex Lynn.
Exactly. That means you would love him on the Lakers.
But that ain't saying much. Don't nobody want Alex Lynn.
But I goes. Is Rudy Gobert a starting caliber center in the NBA?
In the regular season.
So you're saying he's a playoff dropper?
Yes. He's ass in the playoffs.
Wait,
and I'll be honest with you, if I had to scheme against Rudy Gobert and I'm the other coach, I'm kind of smiling.
I'm not gonna lie, those allegations, Rudy is kind of being those allegations, we being honest. Because like ever since he's been in Minnesota, like except for last year. But I mean the Minnesota scheme set him up for failure because they kept switching him out to Luka and Kyrie, and Luka and Kyrie was just they had him on an island. Okay. They was destroying Rudy.
That ain't on him though.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's the scheme.
I told you at some point now I'm done blaming Rudy. Now I told you with the first couple of games, or maybe the first game, yeah, you can blame him because you go see what he gonna give you, and if it ain't much, then okay, it's on him. But if you put him back out there,
yeah,
that's on you.
Yeah,
because Rudy ain't gonna change in the next 48 hours. He's not gonna change. So you put him back out there, that's on you. If you don't find a way to maximize his minutes, or cut him down and put in another player and maximize those minutes, that's on you as a coach.
Yeah,
the man is ineffective.
Yeah, I feel like they overplay Rudy sometimes. I feel like he's only good for like 30, 35 minutes.
35 minutes?
30 to 35. It depends on how he's playing. Goes if you playing well,
that nigga needed about 7 minutes a half. If it's that much, basically to let somebody get a rest.
No, yeah, because he's really like only like a defensive stopper in the paint and like a rebounder. He doesn't really do nothing.
Nigga out there for no damn 20 minutes. Stay ready. I told you 7 minutes, man. You got motherfucker 7 minutes.
I ain't gonna lie though. I love Rudy on my team, bro. Shit.
Ken, last time you told me you wanted that little boy that came from Memphis on your team, and
Jaren Jackson?
No, the other one.
Edie?
What's the point guard? What's the guard name that went over there? I don't remember.
Tyus Jones?
Yes, him. Now you was telling us once y'all got him, all y'all problems were solved.
Damn, that's not true, Ghost.
What, please? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You were so happy glazing this boy. Talking about we got Tyus Jones now. That's all you kept saying. Well, you don't feel the same way now, do you?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Ghost, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
See, what you need to be careful of is watching a player play against second stringers. You out there playing against other second stringers, you may look like you could start somewhere else, but that's still
just like
second string.
Just like what D-Lo did to y'all. That's the same thing D-Lo did to y'all, Ghost.
Okay, well, I mean, look, bro, D-Lo was motivated. Look, he was
D-Lo
motivated.
fooled y'all niggas.
But look,
Damn,
we
Ken,
ain't
you
fooled.
cooking this
No,
one.
we ain't fooled by D-Lo. I'm not fooled. You know, ain't nobody fooled by D-Lo.
That
We
nigga
know
Ghost.
D-Lo gonna shrink in a big moment.
That nigga Ghost had
Now,
a hate-love
in a
relationship with
regular
D-Lo,
season
bro.
game,
I
when
swear
ain't
he
nobody else
did,
going
bro.
after his ass, yeah, he had it in for us, and he played well. But you know he ain't gonna do that in the playoffs. It's never gonna translate in the playoffs on no team that he's on.
Nah, D-Lo did have like a good game in that Denver series last year, though. And I
Which
think
one?
and
Hold
LeBron
on,
sold
bro.
it. Ghost.
The man missed
LeBron.
10 shots, bro.
Nah, but Ghost. D-Lo and AD, I remember they carried LeBron for a game, and
Man, I don't
LeBron
hear that
sold
shit.
it.
Nigga, you miss 10 shots in a game, playoff game that your team needs. That's gonna pretty much disqualify you from ever being reliable again. You choking, you not consistent, they gonna just get rid of you. I know I am.
Wait, but Ghost, can I ask you a question, Ghost?
Yeah.
Do you think LeBron is still a playoff riser?
He's still injured this year though. Even though,
Oh my god.
yeah, he was well,
Ghost.
dude, if
Don't
you
do
want my
that.
answer or not. Now I'm telling you, the dude was not himself. He could not jump still. I remember it was a play where what my little boy name Reeves threw the ball to him on the alley, and he couldn't even get up to get it. Now you know you ain't never seen Bron not be able to get no alley, but he couldn't get that ball. He'd have tomahawked it if he wasn't hurt.
That's
So I do
father time
understand
though, Ghost.
he played with limited mobility. He gave it a shot. He gave it a run. We didn't come through with it. So be it. It what it is.
Hey,
We
T
also
Streets.
had Luke get a
Hey,
ton
T
of
Streets. Hey, T Streets. Are you gonna pay my money, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, you owing money, gang?
Nah, hold on, bro. You didn't see a clip I had sent?
No. The argument was, did SGA get screened on that DeVincenzo 3? You said
And
he didn't get
I,
screened. You
I
said
showed
it
you the
was
vid.
only Isaiah Joe that
I,
got screened.
I showed you
SGA was
the.
deep in the paint, and I said no, he wasn't deep in the paint.
I
He was
showed
playing
you.
gap help on the elbow, and Nas Reed was in the dunker spot. J-Dub was guarding Nas Reed, but then Nas Reed set a screen to get Rudy occupied in the middle of the paint, and that's how that 3 was let. It was not because of Shea. You try to say no, Mookie was wrong. So, nigga, pay that bread up, nigga.
Mook, I sent you the clip that I was talking about.
Hey, no,
SGA
nigga,
was sitting in the paint. Hold on. I let you talk. I let you.
You sat there and said SGA
Mook, I
didn't
let
get
you talk. Let
screened,
me
bruh.
explain the play that I was talking about.
God damn, bruh. This shit is
Mook,
crazy, man.
I
Niggas don't
sent the
even want to
clip.
pay up their
Hold
fucking
on, Mook,
bets, bruh.
Mook. First of all, we didn't even have a set amount.
Yes, we did. I said $200.
No, I never agreed to that amount. What you
Yes,
talking
you did.
about?
You said bet. We betting.
Okay, I give you $500 right now. You show me why I said bet. I never
You
said bet.
said bet, bro.
No, I didn't. I promise to God. I put on my kids' life. I
Yes, you
never said
did. You
bet, nigga.
said bet, bro.
No, oh my God.
You
Mook, what?
said bets.
Mook. When have you ever known me to lie on a bet?
You was lying, nigga.
No, I was not. Go
Yes,
back.
he did.
Go back
You
to the
tried you
stream
tried to
and pull up.
lie.
No,
You tried to
Mook,
sit there and
Mook, Mook,
say
Mook,
that
Mook,
they
Mook,
wasn't getting
Mook,
screened and you
Mook.
lied
Hold
about
on,
the bet,
hold
bro.
on, Mook. Let me speak. I sent the play what I was talking about. SGA was sitting in the paint, and it wasn't Nasri, it was Nikhil Alexander who set the screen on Isaiah
And you
Joe.
lie.
I'm not lying. I just sent
Yes,
the
you
damn
not because you
clip.
try to sit there and say SGA didn't get screened.
He
SGA,
didn't. He was
yes,
sitting
he
in the
did.
paint. He stopped.
I already showed you the video where he was,
I
and you
Mook,
lied.
I showed you the clip. You didn't play the clip. You played
Yes, I
another
did. I
clip.
did play the clip. What are you talking
You
about?
didn't play the clip that I
Yo,
sent in.
I played you the clip chat.
No, you
Bro,
didn't play
chat.
the clip
Did
that
I play
I
the clip
sent. The
chat, bro?
play
Look at
that
the
I
clip that I just played, chat.
Mook, we talking about two different plays.
No,
That's
you
what I'm
said
telling you.
SGA wasn't getting screened, bro. You
We talking
lied.
about two different plays, Mook. On your play,
So
you are
T-Street, you ain't
correct. He got
so
screened on your play, but
T
with the play
Street,
I
T
was talking
Streets.
about, he didn't
So
get
T Streets,
screened.
you're not gonna play your bet, bro.
No, Mook. We didn't even
This
have a
shit is
set bet. What are you
sad,
talking
bro.
about?
These niggas don't pay up their bets.
Mook,
Oh
you know
my
I pay my bets. I don't
gosh,
know what the
bro.
fuck you talking about.
This shit sad, bro.
No, it
This
ain't
shit
sad, Mook. We
sad, bro.
never met in a set
It's a
amount.
$200 bet, T
Nigga,
Streets. You lied.
I was in the chat.
Everybody in
I
the
said,
chat heard
Mook,
you, T Streets.
You over talking me. That's why you
Oh
don't want to
no,
explain.
because everybody in the chat
No,
heard you.
no.
We gonna get
How can
these
everybody
text
heard me?
messages
I
on
wasn't
these
even on the
film.
panel.
Nigga, everybody heard you in the chat. You said bet good.
No, I never said bet good. I promise
Oh
to
my
God, I
God. He
never
said,
said that.
you
You
said
don't know
how
what
much
you
you
was
want to
talking
bet.
about.
You said in the chat, how much you want to bet? And I said
I did say
$200.
that. I did say that. I said, how much you want to
Okay.
bet?
So I said 200. And
Did
that
I
was me
say
that the
bet?
bet was good.
Did I say bet?
And you did say a bet,
Put this
nigga.
on your little boy. I said bet.
You
Put this on
said
your little boy.
bet.
Put this on your
You
little boy.
said
Say, I put this
bet,
on my son.
bruh.
Put that on your son. I
Man,
said
these
bet.
niggas lying, bruh.
Move. If I said
Say,
bet
bruh.
and you are
Hey, say,
confident I
man.
said
Hey,
bet, put that
these
on your
niggas
son. I
lying
said
about
bet.
a bet, bro. I'm gonna get the
That's you
film,
keep
bro.
over talking me.
But
You
why
know
you
what I
gotta
was saying to
fucking
Twig,
lie,
move.
man? You lied, bruh.
I didn't
I get
lie,
my nigga
move.
Tony C in this bitch right now.
Get Tony
I get my
C.
nigga Tony C. Tony C.
Me and Tony C was talking about the same play.
No, you
That's
was
what I'm
not,
telling
nigga.
you.
You lied, bruh.
I'm not lying, Mook.
This nigga
Mook,
lying about a
Mook,
fucking
Mook,
bet,
Mook. Let me
man.
ask you this. Mook, let me ask you this.
This shit
Mook,
sad, bro.
can I
But
ask you a
bro, I
question?
don't
Can I
want
ask
to
you a
talk,
question?
man.
No,
These
no,
niggas
no.
don't even
Mook,
want to pay their goddamn bets, man.
Okay. Ghost
This
Town. Let me
shit
tell. Can I
sad,
speak to somebody
bruh.
that's logical? Let me hold on, Mook. Let me speak to somebody that's logical.
This
Ghost Town.
nigga shiesty,
Yeah,
man.
what's up, bro?
This
So
nigga
a
shiesty
couple weeks
ass nigga,
ago,
man.
hold on, Mook. Be quiet. Let me talk to Ghost Town. So a couple weeks ago, when Mook was arguing with Jono, and Jono told Mook he had to pay him his bet, what did Mook say?
You had to send some money and everything.
Did I send you some money, Mook?
Oh my gosh, nigga.
So that
You
means we
talking
didn't
about
agree on
on
a
hold
payment,
on.
Mook.
Nigga,
We didn't agree on a
hold on,
payment.
talking about you being nasty.
How
You
am I
talking
being
about
nasty?
because the reason why you being nasty because of the simple fact is that is for a series bet for the near future.
Oh
Yes, you
my
saying some shit.
God.
But if
Now,
we betting
Mook,
on some shit, hold on. If we're
You
betting on
playing
some shit,
semantics right now. You
hold
playing
on.
semantics,
Hold
Mook.
on. If we're betting on some shit on the fly that can literally be proven now, and I bet you, bro, I want my money, nigga.
We never agreed on the
Yes, you
amount,
did.
Mook.
You
That's what
said
I'm
how
telling you. I don't
much?
even make
When
bets
you
over
said, hold on.
$100.
When you said how much, then that means that you want to bet.
That's not agreeing on the
Yes, it
amount.
is. I said $200. You said how much? $200.
Move. I can ask you
Nigga
how much
don't
and you
want
can
to
say $1
pay his
million. That
bet,
don't mean
bruh.
I agree to $1 million bet, nigga.
Oh my God, man. This shit sad, bro.
If you ask a nigga how much and a
God
nigga say a random
damn,
amount, does that mean
man.
that you agree to the bet?
Man, this shit crazy.
Uh,
No, nigga.
I
No.
think what you should do,
Bro, he said, no, hold on, go sound.
is
Go
replay the
sound.
play, bro. I mean,
Go
replay
sound.
the
Go
bet.
sound. He sat there and said, go sound, right? I can't replay. I'm going to have to,
I did. I
hold
said
on.
how much? I said how much you want to bet.
Yeah,
I
I mean, I
did say
don't
that.
even know why y'all arguing. Replay the bet. Replay it.
But this the thing goes. We talking about two different plays. The play that he
No,
talking
no, no,
about,
no, no.
SGA did
You
get
try to
screened. The play
sit
I'm
there and
talking
say
about,
SGA didn't get screened and you lied, nigga.
no, I'm talking about.
Yes,
We
you
talking about two
did.
different plays.
No, you said SGA didn't
I
get
sent the
screened,
clip where
bruh.
he had got screened
And
at
you
when
said
we.
how much you got. You said, I said how much you want to bet. And I said SGA. Tony C tried to argue, sitting there, said SGA gave up that three. And I said no, he didn't give up that three because SGA was responsible for playing the gaps because they was anticipating they're actually getting swing over there on Ant-Man's side on the strong side direction, but they sitting on the second side, and that's when Nikhil Walker-Anderson gets a screen for Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert flash in the middle of the paint. Jada come and help. And then Nas Reed sets a back screen for Division to get a wide open three. That's the play that I was talking about because the initial argument, this is how this shit started, chat. This is how the shit fucking started, Ghost Town. Because Tony C tried to sit there and say that SGA gave up that three on their strong side corner and Divincenzo. I sat there and said, no, he didn't. That was not SGA. They back screen SGA to get him open. Good play. Then I seen T Streets in the comment section sitting there and said, no, Mookie, you lied. They only screened for Isaiah Joe. And I said, no, that's not true. They screened for SGA. And T Streets sat there and said, how much you want to bet? I said $200. I get the film, and I ain't seen T Streets ever since.
I
So
noticed you.
pay that money,
Hey,
nigga.
Mook.
Pay that money,
Mook.
nigga.
I noticed you didn't put the part where I agreed
Pay
to that
that
$200
money,
bet.
nigga.
What I was saying on the play,
T
hold
Streets,
on,
T Streets.
Mook.
Do you need a
What I
payment
was
plan,
saying
bro?
on the play, I said,
T Streets, do you need a
Isaiah
payment
Joe
plan,
got
He
man?
said
screened.
payment plan.
We was talking about two different plays.
Oh my gosh,
Dante
bro.
DiVincenzo
Pay
shot
that
back to
money,
back
man.
threes. We were talking about two different plays. He shot back to back threes
No, we was
in the
not.
corner. Yes, we were.
We were talking about that last play.
I wasn't
That
talking
last
about that
play.
last play. I was talking about the play before that.
No, we was talking about that last play, chat.
I
That
was talking
last
about
play. Hold
you.
on.
You and
Oh, no,
Tony
no, no, no,
C may have been
no, no.
talking
We
about the
were
last
talking
play. I
about
was talking
that
about the play
last play
before that.
because SGA was not in the corner when Alexander got screened off.
I
SGA was
know he
not
was
in
in the
it.
paint.
Okay, so my point is to sit there and say Tony C tried to sit there and say SGA was responsible for that last three. You butt in and say he was responsible. They didn't get screened. It was Isaiah Joe. Pay that
Hey,
bet, man.
let's get some clarification on what happened. All right. DiVincenzo hit 2 threes, right? Back-to-back threes. On one of them damn threes, that like T Street say, he was in the paint. And DiVincenzo, SGA was in the paint, and DiVincenzo hit a 3. That's the one I was talking about in particular.
Exactly. That's the one I was talking
Yeah, I
about
think
too.
that's what T Street. I know him, bro. I bet that's the same one he was talking about.
Yes,
I think y'all wires got crossed
So
because
that sells it then. So y'all talking about two different plays because you just
right.
said he hit 2 different threes.
Right.
So
No, he's lying.
No,
He's
go Mookie, we
lying.
not lying. DiVincenzo hit 2 threes back to
He's
back.
lying.
But Mookie.
He's lying.
I think y'all it got confused because T Streets was you was thinking T Streets was talking about the play that you know what I'm saying went back and forth with me on. And come to find out, I wasn't even talking about that play. I was talking about the one where Shea was in the paint. You know what I'm saying? So whichever 3 that was, that's the one I was talking about. Because Ike Jr. came in and said the same thing. He was like, Shea was ball watching. I remember
it
that
sounded like
wholeheartedly.
you was thinking one play, he was talking about another one.
Right. And it was real talk move. It was just a miscommunication, bro. Because it was 2 back-to-back threes that happened. They happened back to back, bro. So it could easily, you can easily understand how it could be misunderstood.
So Mookie, why you saying so emphatically that they was talking about the play where Shea was getting
Yes, they were. They were talking about this play because that was after the timeout.
Mookie,
The last
Mookie.
3.
But
The
what we're
last
saying
Divincenzo-
is,
hold on. The last Divincenzo 3 is when they came out their mouth and sat there and said SGA gave up that 3. This is the play that happened.
Right, Mookie, and we saying that's not the play.
Hold on. See, so that's what I'm saying. It was that 3. It was
no, Mookie, it was one, but he hit one before then too, Mookie.
It was that 3 you owe $200.
You talking about that play?
You talking about
that?
I ain't gonna lie, Mookie. I ain't got no reason to lie.
You're lying, Tony.
I'm not. No, I'm not, bro. The man hit 2 threes back to back. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? I'm hold on. Let me start a new stream because I only can get the replay of that in this stream. Hold on.
Right. DiVincenzo hit 2 threes back to back, bro. I remember it vividly. And like I said, Ike Jr. came in either on the one we talking about and was like, damn, Shea was ball watching right then. I was like, damn sure was. Cause he was down in the under the rim on that one.
What, Moss? Nigga said T-She said Tory C 100. I don't thought.
No, he ain't send me no $100. I ain't got no reason to lie, bro.
This nigga is.
It's 2 different plays. It's a misunderstanding.